trying to learn John's lick.
Hey now.
Good evening, you guys. Hope everybody's
Happy
doing well.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Good evening.
What's happening?
What is happening,
Or afternoon,
fellas?
wherever you are.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, fellas? Tony, did I ruin your day this morning when I sent you that text or what?
Yeah, you
Oh no, green ass.
did. But
I got the feeling I did. I was like, oh, he's not going to be happy.
Van Halen news seems to happen on a Wednesday.
Yeah, right?
Good or bad. But yes.
Hey, we take it as we get it, you guys.
Yes, some not so great news this morning sent to me courtesy of John down there. I read this first. To all present ticket holders and future ticket buyers for the Young Guns Tour, we take health and safety of the band's road crews, local venue staff, especially our fans, very seriously. Due to an abundance of caution regarding the recent COVID surge, we have decided to postpone the start of the Young Guns Tour to February the 20th in Denver. Any performance that was scheduled prior to February 20th has been rescheduled until after March the 5th. The show scheduled from February 20th through March the 5th will remain as previously announced. The show in Portland, Maine, originally scheduled for the 28th, is canceled. Refunds, etc. The revised tour schedule has allowed us to add a few more dates to our itinerary. Shows will be on site Friday, on sale January 14th for those new shows, and we'll pick those out. So that's the updated schedule.
Tommy had tickets to that first show. When's his revised new show?
Towards the end there, right?
March the 31st.
31st, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is on a Wednesday. It's on a Thursday.
Now we were scheduled for February 5th, Tony. So we are now April 5th.
Yeah, 5th or 6th.
That sound right?
Yep.
Is that correct?
So,
okay.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, though, for us
Boston go.
in Raleigh, our show upcoming was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
We're a couple hours apart. Now the rescheduled Raleigh and Charlotte's are on a Tuesday and a Wednesday.
It's never easy, man. You got to work for your rock and roll, guys.
That's exactly.
What are you gonna do?
Take your Geritol.
What are you gonna do? Yes. Yeah. Well, I've been doing that for a while. Shit. But
We are.
yeah.
I don't mind the reschedule, but I don't like the not being on Saturday.
Yeah, I know, it sucks.
Well, so far, my show, I think it's the 2nd of March, is still on as scheduled. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed because with the way things are going in Los Angeles right now, with the numbers spiking, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next week or two they have to bump a couple more. So
it's so weird because I had heard this morning that, like in New York, that it actually over the last 3 or 4 days, it's going the other direction. Things are getting better, and I heard them mention something about maybe removing some mask mandates soon here.
Oh, really?
Weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, LA's going the complete opposite direction right now.
Us too. We're going south.
Our numbers are higher now than they were at any point in the pandemic right now.
Great.
Yeah. So, kids, welcome. Happy Wednesday. It's great to see everybody. Shreddy, good to see you again, too, dude.
You too, brother.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Ready, dude. It's good to see
you. Got my 5150.
Right on. You just played
beautiful
a show recently. I want to talk about that, and I want to show that card. Let's recognize these fine folks in the chat because we have a special guest with us, a special treat for all you kids. Yes. All right. Thomas Santiago, nice
Thomas,
to
bro.
see you,
Good to
sir.
see you, man.
Holly Lewis,
Holly, it's good to see you, Holly.
Brendan B.
Hey, Holly.
Squared,
Hey, Brendan.
Keith Campbell.
Keith, what's going on, bro?
All right. Sandra is in the house.
Hey, Sandra.
Mr. Bent Tom is in the house, too. I
Tom.
hope you guys feel better.
Yeah,
dude.
Tommy,
Dude.
feel better.
Get
Sandra,
well.
feel
Get well.
better.
Dude.
Hey, Simon.
Hey, Simon. Hi, Sandra. I hope you're feeling better.
All right. Have I
Keith,
lost my
Mr.
place here?
Kurt.
I have Kurt 5150. Hey, dude.
Hey, Kurt. What's going on, bro?
Man.
Again.
Dan in New Jersey.
Dan, what's going
Yeah.
Hey,
on?
Dan. Ed Durabell.
Ed,
Guitar
what's
Man
going on, brother?
45.
Ed, we're gonna get him to say your name properly.
I know.
Dubril.
I promise you, that's the 2022.
I'm sticking to
Before the
it
end
right
of 2022. That's gonna
Tell you
Yeah,
what,
that's
Ed's
gonna be
got
rolling
a
off.
really good sense. Ed's got a really good sense of humor, so I'll bet you
Ed
he's laughing at us. bro.
Durbell.
No,
Is that not right? Ed
That's not
Durbell. Durbell.
Dubriel.
Durbriel.
Dubril, I think it is.
Dubril.
Right?
Dubril.
Dubriel.
Dubril. That's how I say it.
Dubril.
Dubril.
You say
Ed
Shamil, I say Shamazio.
Ed Dubril. All
Can
right.
we all agree his name is Ed? We can go there,
Ed.
man.
Ed.
Yes.
Excellent. Good to
That's
see you, Ed.
easy.
All right.
We'll just
I'm
Hey,
keep
Sandra.
about to walk out and shoo us off now. All right. Jeff K,
Jeff,
Papa
what's going on,
Blue,
Papa.
Christopher Live Sour, Tim
Christopher.
Thomas,
Tim.
Andrew at the 5150 show. Good to see
Andrew,
you.
how are you, bro? It's good to see you, Andrew.
I'm scrolling
got a
up.
lot of cool cats in the show tonight. This
Yeah,
is a
man.
good time.
Mouse. All right. And we'll check them out as they roll in. Welcome.
Hey, you know what I want to ask? Well, Simon's in the chat there. Everything's still on for later in the month,
No.
Simon?
No, it's
No.
not. Nope.
Whoa.
I talked to
Shut
Simon
up,
this morning.
Neil.
No, I swear to God,
Oh.
I talked to him this morning. Simon of all people, has COVID as well.
Oh, no.
No.
He's
Dude.
got it. He said, to his credit, he said he's feeling okay, but he's following guidelines, staying at home, not doing anything. And unfortunately, the show has gotten bumped again.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So we're
Sorry to
all
hear that,
praying for him. Obviously, we're praying for him and his health, as well as anybody else out there that has a family member or that personally has it. We're praying for everybody. We want this thing to get past everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Simon will keep us posted when that show happens. But obviously, you know, when he told me the news today, the first thing I thought of is the show can wait. I want him to be okay. So,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Man,
Well,
love you, Simon.
I hope you feel better.
Praying for you, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, I hope you feel better. Shit.
Feel
His
better,
show
bro.
is just rescheduled, so
Yeah,
No
yeah,
worries.
exactly. It's just going to be moved. Gives him
Hey,
more time
Analog Kid in the chat.
gives him more time to add songs to the set list.
Yeah, right.
yeah. But I'm sure that this is happening, like you said, John. From area to area is, you know, I'm not going to be really surprised if when February 20th comes that it might go back a little more. I mean,
It's crazy. I thought because it was, you know, it seemed like in the summertime over here that things got better. You know what I mean? The warmer summer, you know. So I figured, okay, in Australia, it's probably
Right.
going to be better now, but I guess not, right?
Yeah.
mm,
The warm weather was like good for killing COVID, you know?
Well, I think the thought process was the warm weather kept people outside, not in such tight
Yeah.
groups and
Well,
close.
that's
That was
well,
the
I always
idea.
thought who gets the flu in you know July? Really? No.
Oh,
You
right,
don't hear
really.
anybody
Yeah.
getting it.
No, you're right.
Or a
So I
cold.
figured
It's true. It's true.
the warm weather has got to kind of help it too. You would think, right? Kill it, or
Yeah.
I don't know. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
My
the
wife's kids
holidays
just got it,
didn't
too.
help.
Oh,
Oh, geez.
You know, we're coming off the holidays and New Year's, and yeah. So it's area to area. So, but entertainment and sports
Yeah, John,
will be affected.
they're discussing right now backup plans if the Super Bowl has to be moved out of LA. They're talking about possibly
Yeah.
moving it to Dallas and having a backup plan
I
and all
heard-
this stuff.
Wow.
I heard Dallas.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where we're at in LA. So
Wow. 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 That's crazy.
yeah, it's nuts.
We'll do Van Halen trivia later.
Not too
Kind
loud.
of hard. Yeah, not too hard tonight. Not too hard tonight. I think you can get it. We'll give you $1,000,000, a couple of picks,
Priceless.
a few decals
That's awesome.
of various whatever.
Can I say one thing, Tony?
Sure, bro.
No lie. 2 streets down from me, there's like a convenience store. One guy in my town just won $4 million.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, couldn't believe it. I mean, it's right next door to me.
That's cool. Good for him, man.
Seriously.
Seriously, sick.
You
Okay,
should
sorry,
have bought
Tony,
that
go.
No, you should have bought that ticket, dude.
I know, I could have,
Yeah.
I love hearing that stuff.
Right.
Love
Yeah, we'll hit you with a round, maybe 2 rounds of Van Halen trivia later on. There's 2 unboxings too. Very cool. One kind of awaited. So yeah, looking forward to peeling those open at some point. But Neil, we got a guest in the green room, bro.
We do, and this gentleman, it's kind of funny that we're talking about so many all these roads, as Charles says, all lead to Van Halen. The gentleman that I'd like to introduce tonight, and I'm not going to keep him waiting and do a long intro while he's sitting there waiting. So let's go ahead and bring him on. Adam Roach was introduced to me through Simon Hosford after I built Simon's 5150, and he said, I've got a guy that he wants to have a guitar made too, and so let's bring Adam on. Tony.
Hey,
Adam.
all right, man. Welcome, bro.
There he
Thanks,
is.
everybody.
There he is,
Halenville.
Welcome, Adam.
my brother.
Very cool.
Thank you very much.
Very cool.
My brother from
How's it going,
Liverpool.
guys?
Good. How are we
Good
good?
to see you, man. So, Adam, I was just going to explain to the viewing public here how
Yep.
you and I connected through Simon, and you and I had kind of an interesting. And this was one of the, and people have seen the build before. I've shown some pictures. He's shown some pictures, but this was one of the more fun projects that I've taken on. And the reason why specifically is because when he and I first started talking, it was a little bit of, at first his first comment was, I'm thinking about a Bumblebee. No, actually, he said he wanted a 5150 first. And then we started talking about the Bumblebee. And then, I asked him some questions. Well, what do you want? What do you like about this? What do you like about that? And kind of things. And so we had this ongoing dialogue for a couple of weeks before we even settled in on the project. And it was fun. It was all fun discussion. I mean, you don't have to twist my arm to talk about this stuff. Talk about Eddie's guitars and pickups and things like that. And as we were going down the path of making a Bumblebee, Adam started sending me pictures about some of his 80s rocker days, and they were all Kramers. Everything he was playing was a Kramer. And so I kind of picked up on, and then I listened to some of his stuff. I'm sure we'll post a link at some point, but Adam's got plenty of stuff on YouTube, and he's got singles out there, and he's working on a new album, which I'll let him get into.
Yes.
Cool.
But so we were going down this rabbit hole of making a Bumblebee, and I realized, I started saying, well, how do you feel about, like you seem like a Kramer guy. And he was like, oh, I love Kramers. I love the old Kramer Berettas, Pacers, that body style feels so good to me. And so then we went, okay, well, wait a minute. Why don't we go off script, so to speak? Why don't let's do something original to you. Let's take all the elements of the guitars you like, and we'll put it together and give you the striping. The stripes are easy. We can do that on anything. So then that opened up a whole new world for us. And then we started talking about, do we want to relic it or not relic it? And what era Floyd Rose do you want? And then he said he wanted 2 pickups, a bridge and a humbucker. So this was not going to be your mama's bumblebee, so to speak. And then we started discussing the sounds, and I listened to a lot of his stuff and a lot of that 80s metal kind of sound or that glam rock kind of sound as we know it. And it's got such good tone, and I liked what Adam did by switching between the neck and the humbucker. So I wanted to give him 2 distinct pickups and give him a lot to work with in the sound that he liked. And then we started discussing the headstock and, should we go with the traditional Strat headstock or a painted headstock? And then he came up with, to his credit, an amazing idea about what if we do an unpainted Strat type headstock like the Bumblebee, but could you do your own like water slide decal as a logo? And I was like, yeah, we can do anything you want. And then Adam, I don't want to ruin this part of the story, so I'm going to let you jump in and explain how we got to the Tiger, Tyger. So, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Roach, please.
Right on.
Right on, Adam, bro. Right on, brother.
Thank you. I think Neil, you pretty much covered everything, but going back to the Tiger. So here in Australia, we have a football team, AFL, called the Richmond Tigers, which I've been following all my life. And they're yellow and black. And so that's the way yellow and black's always been my favorite 2 colors, I guess. Mm-hmm. And also my daughter's name is Tyra. I have a dog called Tyson, and got a connection with Thailand. My wife's from Thailand. So I wanted to call it Tiger, but with a different type of spelling. So we spelled it Tyger, so Tiger. So that's how we come up with the name Tiger, which is on the headstock, which I'm over the moon with. It's come out really, really good.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
cool.
So
That's awesome.
So this is your own logo, Adam. Is that correct?
Yeah. As a matter of
Okay.
fact,
Is it possible to see your logo?
No, it's a secret.
I'm dying to see it, brother.
Go ahead and pull it out. But it was I even sent Adam a bunch of fonts. I let him scroll through a whole bunch of fonts and let him pick the writing that he wanted specifically. So this is so custom for him specifically. It's a one-off, one of a kind, and it is exactly everything that he wanted, I hope.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
I like it.
I like
this. This is cool.
That
Yeah.
font is really cool.
This was a lot of fun.
It's really custom and unique. That's
Nice.
pops, bro.
I
Maple
feel like
neck.
we need a
All
drum
right.
roll right now as it scrolls.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
Nice.
dude. Oh,
Wow, that's
man.
beautiful.
That's
Who built that
spectacular.
guitar? Wow.
Hey, don't go so fast. Slow down. Slow down.
It's
Slow down a little bit.
So yeah, but
That's
yeah,
absolutely beautiful.
it's
beautiful.
like I
That
said,
does
like
look very cool.
and we kept it shiny and new and clean.
Yeah,
and
I love
it's,
it.
It's got a nice clear coat on it and everything. But
Is that a
and we even
Tessie
did.
switch?
What?
Is that a Tessie switch you got in there too? What's that under? Oh, it's a toggle switch.
Oh, that's
right there?
no, it's a selector. It's the pickup.
Oh,
selector.
awesome.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
We even did, I wanted to give him a little bit of element. So I gave him like a regular, like a 250K pot tone knob, and it's got the usual, it's friction. It'll stay in place when you do it. But to give him that Van Halen oomph too, so he could do a cathedral kind of thing. So I gave him a low friction volume pot, so he can do the volume swells like the way Eddie does
Nice.
cathedral and whatnot. And it's got a 500K pot there. And yeah, I mean, it turned out I think it's awesome. I had a lot of fun doing it, but most importantly, the key thing was this was absolutely everything that he wanted in a guitar.
This guitar is absolutely beautiful, man.
It really is.
It's sharp. I'm trying to pick it apart, and I wish I could get even closer. Here, just hand it to me, Adam. Let me check it out, bro. Good Lord, Neil. I love Neil's guitar builds. I own one. I'm going to own another one by the end of the year. And he builds beautiful guitars. But Neil, it just seems these ones are a little nicer than mine, brother. We got to check it out. I'm just saying, I'm messing with you, man. That's a beautiful guitar, Adam.
Yeah, that
Good
finish
Lord,
looks
dude.
amazing. Neil, do you don't use cans on that, do you? Do you use like a spray gun or something?
No, man, those are spray cans, rattle
Are you
cans.
kidding me? That was freaking phenomenal. It looks
Yeah,
so
great
good.
job.
It's so satiny. It's satiny. It's not high gloss to me. On what I'm looking at, looks like a really custom satin finish, man. This is really sharp.
Yeah,
See,
it
because
really
it's
looks
not
great.
glossy, because it's just satin, the lines pop better, and so you see the contrast better.
It's not even a high gloss clear coat. You're absolutely right, Charles. You nailed that. It's
beautiful.
It's got some shine to it, but I
Mhm.
didn't want it to look reflective. So
Yeah, it doesn't. It's sort of a matte, but it's not really matte. It's got some satiny
it's
characteristics.
satin. You're absolutely right. That's what we did.
Oh yeah, when the light hits it, it looks so cool.
Yeah.
Before you know, I'll let Adam play and do something, do what he wants to do. But I want to give a shout out, Adam. We have to mention your wife. We absolutely have to mention your wife, who agreed to this build based on the fact that you just had a birthday, and
happy birthday.
So we, unfortunately, because of shipping, it was you know, it's kind of like Simon's, you know, which of course has me, you know, sweating beads as this thing is being delivered to Australia, and it took about a month to get there. But we gotta thank his wife for approving the build.
Excellent.
And loving it. So yeah, Adam, again, don't let me talk the whole time.
Oh, dude.
But yeah, when I got it, like we did the unboxing with you, Neil, and there's like you're saying, it was sweat and tears opening up after seeing what happened to Simon's. But it was all great. It came out perfect.
Yeah, I think the only thing that made me nervous a little bit was when he unboxed it. There was one of the pickup screws was loose, so the ring, the pickup ring, was a little floppy on there. But Adam, you know, it took him an hour to tighten that down and redo it. But everything else, no damage whatsoever, not a scratch on the neck, not a scratch on the body, and so yeah. And it was in tune.
Give us a rundown.
It was in tune.
Oh wow,
dude, this is cool.
So give us a rundown. What do you got? What pickups you got in there?
So let's see. They were custom made by my guitar tech, who custom. I'll give him the specs of whatever I like, whether it's a Seymour Duncan custom, or the Pariah Pasadena. You know, there's a little bit of, you know, once you study them and you get the specs off their websites, my guy can kind of give me anything I want. So I've got the humbucker pickup, I think was basically the equivalent of a JB or a custom. It's an Alnico 2 with a 14K output. It's a hotter pickup than like a Frankenstrat. It's not the Brown sound. It's a little more 80s. And then I think we pulled back on that for the neck and went a little bit of the opposite direction. So I think it might be a little bit warmer and bluesier, I want to say, if that makes sense. We found another, like with Simon's, we tracked down a vintage Floyd Rose, an original, and that's it's got a stainless steel nut. We got some jumbo frets on there, and we kept it clean and polished.
Neil, on the Floyd, is everything on that Floyd, all the hardware, is it all stock essentially? Are there any, you know, upgrades like metals or anything? Or
no, the only thing I did, I replaced the little saddle block, not the actual saddles themselves, but the string blocks. Yeah. I replaced those because those things look kind of warped, and I didn't want them like doing string bends and have it snap out.
Sure, that would be a natural upgrade too. Sure, because the age, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because God knows how many times it's been played live. You never know. Yeah. But the the locking nut that came with it, I tossed. I got him a brand new stainless steel, antique steel locking nut from Floyd directly. Nice. And I think the tuners, I think I might have replaced one or two of the fine tuners. I believe.
I like how you can see the like the brass underneath it coming through. It looks cool. You know?
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, John?
Oh yeah, it's cool. Yeah. So I mean, it was, and then we even discussed, and this is so great. The one thing I loved about working with Adam, it was so much fun because we even talked, because I had the eye bolts in for the strap at first, and that's what we were doing. I showed him some pictures and everything, and then at the last minute, he goes, can we just put regular strap buttons on there? And I was like, of course, man, we'll do whatever you want. Absolutely, whatever you want. But every single thing about it, it was exactly, I had so much fun doing this because we were in constant contact, and he's such a gracious. I mean, I mean, almost to a fault, Adam. You're almost too polite because there was sometimes I had to shake you a little bit to say, like, no, come on, give me an answer. Because you kept saying whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do. And I'm like, no, man, this is yours. It's not mine. What do you want? So,
Adam, would you show the back of the neck again, please?
Hang on, get this way.
How's the neck feel? What type of neck is it? Like is it thin?
Maple?
Is it
Got you, brother. Nice, very nice. So it's unfinished. It's unfinished, natural.
It's unfinished. Yeah, it's natural. I think I might have. If memory serves, I think I added a little bit of a stain on it, a very light stain, and then sanded it almost completely off, but just to give it a little bit of a sheen too.
Sure.
So it's a beautiful. Tad darker than it would have come straight from the
very
supplier.
Cool. Very cool.
And but it's sanded down. I mean, I must have sanded the back of the neck from 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 grit. Sure. So you glide over it. I mean, it's fast.
Yeah.
Well, it's the playing anyway that's going to finish the patina.
Oh, sure, exactly. Yeah. And let Adam's natural sweat and oil get in there. And
there you go. There you go.
Let him do it.
Look, you need to start smoking cigars too, Adam. Get that nasty. Go for it, bro.
But
Adam, do you want to bust out a couple of licks? Do you want to show us how it sounds?
Yeah, sure. But before I do that, like we were saying there, with that feel,
please.
Like compared to all the other ones I've got, it just felt comfortable straight away.
Nice.
Like, as soon as I started playing, it was like, whoa. It was like just connected to me, you know what it was. And even like the beans, it just felt right, like right on the pitch,
Yeah.
Anyway,
One of the things I noticed about it too, as I had put it together and got it set up before I shipped it too, was it kind of had a good acoustic ring to it, even not plugged in. And that's a really when you can kind of make out every single note when you're playing it around and you're not plugged in, it's not amplified, and you get a good acoustic ring to it. Like, I've walked by guitars hanging in Guitar Center and just walk by and strum them all. And some of them sound dead. Some of them just sound like dead strings unless you plug it in. So, hey buddy.
Hey, buddy.
I'll give you one guess what his name is.
Tyson.
Adam.
Eddie.
Nice.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Eddie, nice to meet you, bud.
My little Eddie.
Hey, buddy.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
I'm sorry. I know we're taking your dad away from you, so just give us a couple minutes, bud, and you can have him back.
I'll come fix it. 1 second. All right.
Awesome.
Play a little bit of this.
Yeah, well, it rings out so nice because it's properly intonated when it's shipped to you. And that's something that Neil does right. And that's something I noticed when I got my guitar from him. It's properly intonated, and it makes a difference. It really does.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's have a listen to it.
Yes.
A little Gary Moore. That's awesome.
Very good, my friends.
Right? Yeah. Very cool.
Nice.
Yes.
Rocking down in Australia.
Nice.
But it's funny though, talking about Gary Moore, because that's every time I try a new guitar, I always like to try that song. So you can really feel those bends,
Right.
like the half bend. I think you can really feel a guitar when you play those notes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it holds sustain well too.
Great.
That was
exactly.
like that note just rang. That could have gone on forever.
Yeah, that's right.
Sweet, dude.
Awesome.
Thank you, Adam. That's
Oh my God. Yeah, my pleasure. So Adam, while we have you, before you take off, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you got coming up? Tell us where we can find your stuff. I mean, I've listened to all your stuff, but you gotta let people know where to find you.
Yeah. Well, basically, I've just released a new album, which is out now.
Wow.
Roach and Wyden.
Bring it up close. Yeah.
excellent. And the link will be down below, right?
Roach Waden.
Yeah, or I'll share it myself. I'll put it out there for sure in the chat.
We actually got Simon Hosford's on one of the tracks. We're doing one of the songs I wrote. It's called Never Gone. So it's like a tribute to Eddie Van Halen.
Excellent.
Oh, awesome.
Simon and Nearly Brush played on that one as well.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. I've got so basically we've got different guests on each song. So some vocalists, guitarists. We've got Jennifer Batten from Jeff Beck, Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Nice.
Brett Garsett.
nice.
And Adam, you're a teacher too, right?
Yes, that's my main job. Teach guitar.
Do you ever bring your students in to record with you?
Yeah, I do actually. I had one yesterday.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
that is so cool.
And plus, I also do a podcast, which I've had going for the last 4 years. It's called.
Yes, actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because I want you to talk about your upcoming podcast next.
Yeah, so next week I've got one coming out with Zach Wilde from Ozzy Osbourne and Black Label.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, that's killer.
Yeah.
This
guy's got his stuff together, guys.
That's killer.
There it is. John's got it.
Yep.
Very nice.
Oh,
Apple Music. It's on Apple Music, fellas.
Yep.
Yeah,
Apple Music, Spotify, everything.
Very cool.
Good stuff too. Yeah, I've heard all your stuff. I actually, Simon sent me the demo of his part in the song you guys did together back when he was in the studio with you. And oh man, this is such good stuff. And Adam, I've said this to Simon too, so I apologize if it sounds redundant, but I mean it when I say this. I'm honored to have contributed to your career, to your project, to your future going forward. Like the fact that you're happy with the guitar and you're going to use this and record albums with it makes my day. It absolutely makes my day. So I thank you for your business, bro. It's a pleasure.
So let me ask Adam, who is Waden?
Oh wait, sorry. That's the other person.
That's his other son.
Yeah, no, her name's Phoenix Vander Wyden.
I know who Phoenix is. Phoenix is, dude. We followed Phoenix for a couple of years now. She's awesome, dude.
Yeah, so we did the album together. We wrote the songs like half, and both soloed on every song as well.
Oh,
cool.
Wow.
Okay.
Let me ask, Sandra or Analog Kid, if you guys are still out there, can you get his links up on that, please? Thank you.
So, Adam, if you don't mind real quick, and I don't want to keep you too long, but can you tell us a little bit about the recording process? Because a lot of this you did during the pandemic.
Yep.
So were you guys recording completely separate? Were you ever in the room together?
No, all separate because she's in Brazil.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. So basically, it started off. We got the drum tracks from the guy in France, Arnold Krakowka, his name is.
Yeah.
So we got all the drum tracks from him, and then pretty much wrote the songs to the drum tracks. And I mean, there was 2 songs I had back from the 90s, not 91. I had with my original band called Eclipse back when the hair was down here.
I've seen the photos.
Yeah, so all those songs, but all the other songs are written, pretty much over the last 6 months, back and forth, sending files, and that's why.
Adam, if I may ask, is this a project that you would have done if COVID hadn't happened, or did COVID sort of spawn this whole thing?
Good question.
I don't think so. Probably wouldn't have, because usually I'm always teaching or gigging every weekend. Now, I probably wouldn't have had the time.
Cool,
for sure.
Cool.
Good question, Charles.
Adam, will you use Pro
I try
Tools?
to find a bright light, Neil.
Sorry.
Hey, Adam, was it all Pro Tools?
No, I actually did it called Adobe Audition.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
So,
yeah.
I'm gonna get some tea.
So did when you sent it to Brazil, are they using the same program? Or is she using the same
No, she was using Audacity, I think it is.
Oh, okay. So you're just taking like MP3s and dropping and dragging, dropping them into the like that. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then
so cool,
the guy who I got the drum tracks from, Arnold, he actually mixed it and produced it as well.
And where was he located?
France.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
So does this fall into global world music then?
Yeah. Actually,
yeah.
The last song on the album is called Global Explosion. That's what it's all about.
There you go.
Wow, that is so wow. Well, tomorrow morning in New York, I'll be listening in my car on the way to work. So
Cool. Yeah.
on Apple Music, I'm going to listen tomorrow morning.
No, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it.
No problem. Awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm checking it out, buddy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Adam, I can't thank you enough for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. You know, you've been a joy to work with, an absolute joy to work with. I appreciate it, and I appreciate Simon for putting us together. And my best to you and your family. And I know COVID's affecting your family as well directly.
Yeah.
So you know, my thoughts and prayers to your children, to your daughter, and to and again to the wife. I owe her big. I owe her big. So see if in 2022 we can talk into another one.
Yeah, that's right. We'll put the post.
She's a keeper, Adam. Definitely.
Happy wife is a happy life.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, Adam, what did you have to do? Adam, what do you have to vacuum for a year now or something like that? Is that
Let's get the laundry.
yeah, laundry. Oh, I'll forget it.
That's
great.
Adam,
you rock, bro.
Before you go, any idea when we're going to see you live? Do we know if I know you had a gig postponed again? What do you think are the chances that you playing in the next month or so?
Yeah, well, the next one's I think it's February 18th. We're supposed to have one this Friday.
Yeah,
but the drummer got COVID, so we had to cancel that. So hopefully the next one at this stage is February 18th.
Cool. Any chance that is that gonna be filmed? You're gonna put a video up somewhere?
Yeah, definitely. I'll make sure
awesome.
do live stream as well.
Oh, fantastic!
Can't wait to see it.
Fantastic. Okay, buddy. I know you got to go babysit. So, Adam,
thank you so much.
Neil,
love you, brother. Love you, man.
Neil, when they're your kids, it's not babysitting, okay?
Yeah,
they're your kids. It's not babysitting.
That's a good point. See, I'm always the Uncle Buck in this situation.
Yeah,
so.
I noticed.
All right,
Adam, thanks for coming by. Very nice meeting you, and it was such a treat seeing this build that we've heard about for so long
the tiger.
now.
Enjoy that guitar, Adam.
Yep.
Right on.
Adam, we're going to share
Love
your
it.
stuff too, so everybody's going to know how to find you. Okay, bud?
Thank you.
yeah, definitely. Can't wait to
Thanks
see it.
everyone for having me.
Yes.
And thank you again, Simon, for putting me on to you, Neil. And Neil, you're just like I said, just fantastic to work with, and I just love it.
My pleasure. So happy for you, bro.
Very cool.
All right, take care. Be safe, man.
Rock on, buddy.
Adam,
Bye,
thank you, dude.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Checking it out now.
So Neil, you know what that is?
What's that?
Yeah, you know what that is right there? That's
What's that?
another happy build.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yes, it
absolutely.
is.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's a
Neil.
happy build.
Of course.
Congratulations,
Of
my
course.
man. You build beautiful guitars.
Yes,
Thank you.
You
he
do.
does.
You do.
And his links are down below. And good night, Neil, brother.
Yeah, that was
so
a lot of fun.
sweet.
Like I said,
Very
it was
cool.
a lot of fun to work with.
How come Australian people are like the nicest people I've
Oh my
ever met in my life?
You're so
Oh, I know, right?
It
Are
drives
there
me
any
crazy.
pricks? Are there any pricks in Australia? I don't think
There's
so.
got to be at least
I
one.
don't think-
Right, Charles, right? There's got to be one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless somebody from New York moved there, no.
Hey, Chicago, hit the road.
Adam and Simon, yeah. They're the coolest.
Yeah,
Although
they really are.
I agree with you about New York, Neil.
They are.
Simon, we love you, brother. We love
Yeah.
you, man.
Yes.
Love you, dude.
Absolutely the coolest.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to make, Neil?
That I want to say, well, from the first time we contacted, it was probably September. I don't think we actually agreed on it until beginning of October, and I got it out. I got it out right around Christmas time. Shipped it to him before Christmas. So I want to say
Within 2 months.
8 weeks. 8 weeks probably.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right
Very
on.
cool.
And a lot
Awesome.
of it, honestly, the first couple of weeks I was at a standstill too because I was trying to track down the body he wanted. So I was just shopping for a little while, trying to find like an 83 Pacer special. And yeah, but oh man, it turned out great.
It's a nice guitar.
And his reaction, I mean, his reaction, it kind of sells it itself. That's all I care about at the end of the day is that somebody's happy with what they get. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was great to see this. We heard you talk about it, dude. How sweet is that? Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
And he's a good guy. He's,
Nice.
I mean, so far I've been lucky between Simon, Charles, Tony, you, all. It's like I've been blessed so far. I know there's gonna come a point where, of course, you're gonna get the one asshole that you sell a guitar to that nitpicks everything. But so far, I've been blessed. Everybody's
Hey
been
Neil, I'd like to order a
easy.
guitar.
Ah, there it is. There it is.
Ding, there goes the bell.
Well played. Boom, boom, boom.
Well,
John's gonna be here all week, folks.
Yeah,
Try the veal.
Neil is gonna be getting a box. Neil, I just got the box that I'm gonna ship this thing to you in.
Nice. Oh, I'm excited about this one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ship it in a case.
This is a custom build. This is as custom as it gets right here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Tony and I got something really special coming up. So
All right. So this is the last time it'll see my light today.
Purple Passion.
Yep.
Okay.
So we've got the Beretta reissue.
Right.
Beautiful purple color. No
So
Floyd.
this is getting
Pretty
fully
standard.
routed for a new Floyd. It's going to get a new nut.
It's going to get a whole bunch of work done on it.
Nice.
We're going to have some fun with that. And kind of, I don't know how, Tony, I don't know how much you want me to reveal, so I'm not going to say much, except I will say that kind of like Adam's guitar, we're giving this one the personal Fruitcake Tony treatment. So it's going to be unlike any other guitar ever made. It's going to be original, and it's going to be specific to him. And I'll leave it at that.
Excellent.
You can
And
say what
I've
you want.
given it a name too, a working name. Yes, but this is what it's going to be. This is what it is, and this is just a couple of years old. But let me put this.
We are going to have some fun with that one, man.
This is going to be that purple Kramer is going to become this guitar, right?
Can't wait.
Tape guitar. Yeah.
That's great.
We're gonna do something like that, but it's gonna be original too, though. We're gonna keep the purple Kramer headstock, the banana headstock. We're gonna tape that up. It's gonna be, oh man, I'm excited. We're gonna have some fun with it.
All right, so let me show you this. I've given it where is it at? I've given it a name, I think.
This is news to me. I didn't know we named it yet.
Yeah, no.
It's
Here you
getting
go.
personal around here.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
Hey, Janice Lawless in the chat.
Crucicles.
Oh, no.
Oh my God! Somebody please make
That's gonna
that
go on the headstock.
Tony, make that. Yeah, actually, we should. That should go on the headstock.
Right.
We have to save that name, and that has to be an answer to a VH trivia question down the road.
Wow.
Fruitsicle.
Oh,
Right on the
man.
Fruitsicle right on the neck. Each fret.
Actually, remember the Circles guitar when you flipped it upside down, it had the "Bye, see you later" thing, like written in like lipstick or whatever. We should have Fruitsicle written on the back.
There you go.
Either that or on the neck plate or something. The fruit.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. I look forward to this.
Love it.
And again, kind of one of the things that I kind of pride myself on, which is we're taking a guitar, that he's already got. So this is this is something, you know, rather than we're not wasting any materials kind of thing. You know, we're gonna put together with a guitar that he's got that he's not playing. He wants to do something to it, and we're gonna give it to him and give him a guitar that is absolutely out of this world that he's gonna play every day. And that's, you know, rather than just have it sit on a shelf somewhere or sit on a rack.
That is going to be there'll be a lot of details. It'll be that guitar but there'll be a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Also. Yeah.
Yeah. We've privately had some cool discussions about some things we're going to do to it that we shouldn't talk about yet, but there's some cool little tiny subtle hints of splash of
plus we're keeping the purple banana headstock, and Neil's going to stripe it up accordingly. With the so
and I don't think this is a big secret, so I can tell the world this. Ideally, it's going to be a scratch and sniff, and when you scratch the paint, you'll be able to smell a fruitcake.
There you go. Right? Oh,
that's it. Very cool, man. Very cool, you guys. It. Hey, a technical question, Neil.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about guitars, the volume knob location on a 5150.
Yes.
I don't like it being quite that close to the humbucker.
Okay.
Personal thing. I want it 1 inch further, 3/4 to 1 inch further away, dead center of the pot. Is that a big deal? Is that no problem?
That's no problem at all. The only thing we would have to do, like, let's take this for example. So here I've got one that I'm building. What we would have to do is make sure that the pot still has room, so you can move it this way.
Sure.
So
it would be further away. Yeah, I got you.
In other words, so you'd be moving this to about here.
Yeah. Actually, that might be a little too far. Just a slight bit, because when I palm mute, I have a large hand, and to be honest, I don't want my little finger hitting that volume knob because it always turns the volume down at the wrong moment in time.
Oh, that's
I don't want to change my pick hand to the guitar. I want the guitar to conform to how I play because I'm already setting the way I play.
Oh yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Moving anywhere away from the strings is easy because the back route you don't have to change.
Okay, so I guess my question was because I thought maybe the body might come with the hole pre-drilled, and that being said, I wondered if you can make that happen or not with no problems.
100%.
Just a question, since we're talking guitars. I'll come up with another one in a little bit. I just don't know what it is yet. That's how we roll, buddy.
I love it. I love it.
All
right. Absolutely, man. I've kind of encountered the same thing. You know, that's interesting. There are some. I'm doing a 78 for a guy that wants the black and white. And he wants almost everything identical to Eddie's 78, but he didn't like where the tone knob was, even though that where Eddie put that was specific. It wasn't in any of the 3 pre-drilled holes. He had his own, but he wanted me to move that around too. And I told him that's easy because there's nothing underneath the pick guard there. You know, we can put it absolutely wherever you want.
Well, I kind of have a regret. I kind of wish back in the day I had learned to play with the volume knob a little closer. A Strat knob, stock Strat, it's a close knob. Right.
Yeah, it's very.
And close. So I got into the habit. This was 10 years ago. I would literally drop the volume knob, I dime it and drop it down in, and just make the guitar playable, and use a floor switch to turn the guitar on and off. I got into that habit. Bad habit. Yeah. But I got into it, and Anyway, long story short, it's something that I used to do, and I don't want to do it anymore. I just want things to function. Functionalities. Really.
Oh yeah. No, I want that. Yeah, I want it to be custom. I mean, it's in a weird way. You're bringing up something that I bet a lot of people kind of gloss over and don't think about. But everybody wants the neck tailored to the size of their hand too. So in theory, what you're saying makes perfect sense.
I would have changed it. Okay, here's why. Learning to play. Eddie Van Halen's a unique guitar player, and since this is Halenville. Hey, I'm totally appropriate. Here's what's going on. he does a lot of volume swells. He works that volume knob on and off on several songs.
Yeah.
And it's good to have it close.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference. Somebody get me a doctor. Those are fast volume swells.
Yes.
Oh,
very,
yeah.
very fast.
Coming
You gotta-
in the verse,
if you're just a little behind, it'll drive you nuts.
That's true.
So, and I'm talking to these guys here. It'll drive you nuts, right? So having it closer is a really good thing to have. However, it's not
Romeo.
for
Sorry,
me.
Romeo Delight is sick with that because it's so, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
If you can't find the volume, you're screwed.
Yeah, and I guess it's all about what you play. Because I know when I was learning the solo, the guy who was teaching it on YouTube, he was playing a Music Man, and that volume knob was twice as far away as it is on these guitars. It was even maybe further, and so he was having to jump, and it was a little awkward. So there's a certain smoothness that has to be there, and I don't know.
The Kramer 1984 that's out, the volume knob is farther away than than the 5150. It's like that one. Charles.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is. If you buy one of those, I left it that way a little farther away because
excellent.
I've been on stage before and switched between like a Les Paul and a Strat and go back and forth. And where the Les Pauls are, obviously you have to remember where you're at if you're not looking down, because you get used to if I'm playing 3 or 4 songs on a Strat and then I switch to like a 335 or a Les Paul or something, there's a different placement of the volume now.
Different animal.
Yeah, totally.
Very cool. Very
good question, Charles. This was fun.
I don't know. I might have another one here. I don't know. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I got all you guys on here. Look at who I'm sitting here with. I love talking with you guys, man. This is cool. Very cool, man.
So let me find it. Where's it at? I've got it. All right. Everybody wants some. Shreddy, you guys had a gig recently, right?
Yeah, we had a gig. COVID kind of killed it though. Like really, nobody showed up.
Hear that, man.
It was sad.
I hear that.
Dude.
But we had a great show. It was a great show. We're on fire.
Yeah, I saw some of the YouTube couple of videos that were put up, Joe. Man, you guys are tight. You are real tight.
We are tight.
Really good. Really good.
It's not just one person, it's everybody.
No, everybody.
It's fun to play this stuff because it's stuff I've been playing forever.
Great group of guys, man.
Yeah.
Joe,
do your bandmates put in as many hours in practice as you, or do they just kind of wing it when they go? Because I mean, obviously, you guys are good enough to wing it if you have to. But I know you play the guitar nonstop. You play nonstop.
I do. So I got a funny thing here because my drummer doesn't even have a drum set at home. He doesn't even practice. He just comes to our gigs. It's unbelievable how he does it. I don't know how he does it. Sometimes something's a little bit off, but we just. Nobody can tell about us. But yeah, he doesn't even practice.
That's great.
Wow, that's nuts.
Jeez, that's right.
Nuts, man.
Shows up for sound check.
Shows up for sound check.
Wow.
Right? So my singer, I mean, he's like an encyclopedia. He remembers this stuff. I mean, in the beginning when we first started, he'd have the whole notebook and everything while he's singing. He's flipping the pages, but now he's got it all down.
Cool.
Yeah, he's pretty serious. I mean, I remember running with the Devil WVH con. He's even got that whistle that's like, woo,
I know, right? We do that. Yeah.
He even has that. Yeah, he has it. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
And he does the harmonica in full bug too.
Yeah, I remember that day. I was like, I didn't want to do full bug.
Next, you played it.
Yeah, we didn't have like a double bass drum kit, so I was like, I don't know how it's
I
gonna
know,
sound.
yeah, right.
So I'm like, no.
He pulled it off pretty good.
Yeah, he really wanted to do it. I was like, wow, he really wants to do it. And then he whipped out the harmonica for the solo too.
Yeah.
That's funny. I always wondered because when I've played, if you go on stage and you play a set of your original stuff, you blow a lyric, nobody knows. They don't even know your stuff,
right.
That kind of thing. When you're playing somebody that every single person knows every line to every song in, I guess your singer's got to be, or he just plays authentic Dave and says, "I forgot the fucking words."
No, he's like the record.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No, you better pull it off.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
for real.
We used to say, the more you drink, the better we sound.
Exactly. Yeah.
The more you drink, the better you sound.
The words to live by.
So,
Hey, the Dreamer's Life is in the chat, and Amanda Combs. It's good to see you guys.
hey,
Oh, hey,
How you
guys.
doing?
So Joe had told me that that the recent surge had kind of killed the turnout, and
Yeah.
my only question to him was, well, how'd you and the band play? And he
We
said,
kicked ass.
we killed it.
We were on fire. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I just walked around. I have a wireless, so I'm walking around the whole place, just playing.
That's
Oh,
kind of
that's
a neat
great.
opportunity, though.
You know,
You know,
jumping on tables and shit.
That's cool.
that's very cool, man. Absolutely.
Joe, how many guitars do you bring with you to your set?
I usually do 4, but this time I only did 3. Because one of them's a little guitar, and I only play it for little guitars.
Right. Yeah.
But I usually have 2 or 3 backups.
Very nice, dude. Very nice.
You got the little one nearby?
I can go get it. Give me a second.
Right on.
Be
Excellent.
right back.
Excellent.
Sorry, kids. Had to. Oh yeah, I want to see. Yeah, dude. So while we're waiting on him, okay. All right, Amanda, Will the Dreamer. Nice to see you guys.
Hey, we're almost an hour in. Do you want to throw up some trivia right now?
Yeah, let's do a couple of things. Let's unpackage something. Let's look at this guitar first, and then we'll get to that and trivia. All right.
This is really custom. This is such a custom instrument.
Yeah.
Check.
All right, so this is the little guitar. Let me shut off my stupid thing here I was playing with.
Your backdrop
Ambiance, buddy. Ambiance.
makes you look so classy, though.
There we go. Better.
Look at that.
That is so sharp.
There you go.
God, that is
Craig Stoffco from CHS Custom Guitars painted it for me.
Right on.
Show him the headstock.
so cool.
Show him the headstock.
And I just had him put a little
nice.
guitar on there.
That is awesome.
Right?
Oh, dude.
And it's really,
Cool.
it's an
How many tricks is
LTD.
that, Joe?
I don't know if you can see it. It's an LTD. I bought it off eBay for like $150.
Really?
Yeah. It's one guitar. I can only play it for one song. But it's cool though. It
Yeah,
looks
but it's a great
cool.
song.
That
As
is
cool.
Worth it.
What was his name? As Pete tells me, Pete Caruccio, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. So looks normal on me because I'm a little short.
You know, it's funny because we've talked about it before. John, you and I have talked about, like Wolfgang, for example, playing big guitars and everything.
Yeah.
I, being 6'2" on stage 2, I like big guitars. Like
Yeah, 335 on you feels comfortable, right? It's
it feels great, and then I don't look like a freaking giant on stage.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, like that little guitar you got. My girlfriend, now wife, bought me a replica Prince cloud guitar.
It looks
And
tiny, right?
and I held that thing up, and I swear to God, I thought it was a toy.
Yeah, I remember that night you had it. You were holding it that night. You had it on here. It was
Like I have to hold it away from my body so it looks decent.
I think that's the future of guitar companies. I think they're going to start. They should start making them for different sizes, like for bigger people, smaller people.
They should. That would be great. Like buying a pair of jeans.
Yeah, a new market. A whole new market.
Exactly.
All right. So, are we ready to dive into some trivia?
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
We'll hook you up with some
Nice.
Van
Joe, I don't know
Halen.
if he's watching at all, but I want to point out John and I both know Craig Stoffco's work, and he's
He's
great.
incredible. Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
if he's watching or if he ever sees this, beautiful job, dude.
Oh,
We love
yeah.
you, Craig.
Craig's a mad
Yeah,
scientist. He's always
he's a
got something
legend.
cool going on there.
Absolutely.
Always got some cool
Of
stuff going
course.
on there. Yeah.
Good guy too. Good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
gonna have a Malamar for Craig right now. All right.
Last night, the other show, you were eating those things. I've been jonesing for one ever then. I finally got over it, and here we go again.
It's the last.
John.
Hey Chuck, here you go, man. Here you go.
Thank you.
Speak-
Thank you, man.
Speaking of
It's
which,
awesome,
hey,
Tom.
John, by next week's show, you guys are all getting the truffles that I was supposed to send out by the holidays.
Very
Tony,
cool.
you got yours already, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I felt bad that everybody else had to wait, so I'm sending you another box so you guys can all
They're gonna be
open it next
melted.
week at the same time. No, man, it's freezing now.
Yeah, that's true.
The best
They'll
time
be
of the
frozen.
show.
They'll be
melted
icicles by the time
before.
they get there. But you guys are all going to be getting them before next week's show.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank
Nice.
I'm supposed to be in LA next week, Neil. So I don't. I'll be there. While you guys are eating your truffles.
I'll hand them to you then.
All right. I'll call you.
Yeah, exactly.
Meet me here in 10 minutes over.
They'll be fine. It's cold up there. They'll be all right on your porch.
That's it.
Right on,
exactly.
man.
I'll tell my kids that you better stay out, leave it alone, stay away.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Nice.
John's got one of those. You come to John's house and you walk up on the porch.
Yeah.
I should have sent it signature required. That's
There
why I
you
said,
go.
All right. How about some Van Halen trivia? That is not Van Halen trivia. That's Sammy Hagar trivia. But since we have Sammy Hagar on Show Me Your Pick this weekend, can you believe that? Sammy Hagar. We'll show the card later. But yeah, on Show Me Your. But this trivia question involves Sammy Hagar. Coincidentally, not. All right. Kids, you know the drill. First answer, correct answer that we see is the winner. And I will gladly mail you that stuff out tomorrow morning. There's an email down below that says trivia winners email. Hit that up and good luck. And we might do another one. Yeah, why not? But let's roll Van Halen trivia number 1.
Good luck, you guys.
yep.
Okay. All right.
You can do it.
Sammy Hagar slipped on a ramp on the opening show of the 1988 Monsters Rock Tour in East Troy, Wisconsin, broke a bone and suffered a cut requiring 10 stitches. What bone did he break? Opening gig of the Monsters Tour on the ramp.
Alpine Valley Music Theater.
All right, kids. Bring it.
Joe,
We
you playing the
have-
opening there at 5150 kind of warmed my heart.
We
'cause that's
have-
my favorite Sammy song.
We
I
have
think I see a
winner.
winner. I think I see one. Yeah.
Yep.
Look at that.
Kurt,
Ooh.
you are the winner.
Reverend
That one.
Kurt, bro. You rock, man.
Absolutely.
So
Right on.
Kurt, just for shits and giggles, Kurt, can you give us the actual anatomically correct name for that?
Ass bone.
hate
one of my favorite words in the human body.
Go watch Napoleon Dynamite.
Right.
Grandma broke it
as
at the dunes. Grandma broke it at the dunes.
You rock, Kurt. Very well played, brother. Very well played.
Ollie got it.
There it is. There it is.
So he slipped and fell and cut himself. It cracked his tailbone, and he had to sit on ice in between songs.
Oh, the cocks. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's it. That's the word I was.
Yep, that's it.
Because if anybody knows about the coccyx, it's Kurt.
I broke my coccyx.
Well played, man. Well played, man.
Very nice, Kurt. You rock, bro.
That one went fast. That was good.
Very cool.
Okay. Who sent me a video?
So in honor of Kurt's victory, we're going to all sign our coccyx and give it to him.
Looks like from EVH Con, maybe.
Coccyx and beans.
Nazi. What the hell?
Oh, that stuff again.
Is that a spammer?
Oh, well, the wrenches will grab them. It's all good.
You've got to be kidding me.
I got the best wrenches in town.
What a shame. Let's not let the Nazis steal Kurt's thunder.
No.
That's not possible. That's not possible. He's cool.
Yeah.
Quick wrenches. Yeah, they got that good.
Best
Our
in the
people are
business,
good.
guys. Best in the business.
Yeah, man. Really. I mean, you know, hey.
Doing guitars.
Right, dude. All right. So, where were we? We popped right into Kurt. So Kurt, resend me your address, bro. If you would, and I will mail you this out tomorrow morning.
It's good stuff right there.
Thanks for being here, dude, and thanks
so cool.
to everyone for being
That's very
here.
cool, man. Very cool.
So check this out. I'm gonna open up a couple of things, but I'm gonna open up something right now. All right. Yeah. Right on. Okay. All right, dude.
Hey, Shreddy, are you just playing that thing acoustically? Just sitting there acoustically playing? God, it's
I'm
ringing
listening
out
to
like
John
a
trying to
fucking
put
amp,
something
bro.
to it. Me and John's writing a song.
Jeez, talk about a well-strung guitar, brother.
Yeah, right.
Ringing out just as clear as a bell.
It's the pick,
Yeah,
Charles. It's the
we
pick.
talked about that. Yeah. It's true. It helps. That's a well-made guitar, buddy. Well-made guitar.
Check this
Good
out.
kid.
Oh, yes, I've got that
Oh,
shirt.
wow.
Dude,
I've
That's
got that
awesome.
same shirt. Show the back.
man, that's a 78. That's beautiful.
Wow. Sick. Where did you get that? This wasn't at Walmart.
Yeah.
You know, I was about to ask if it was a repro or an original, but I've learned to just not even ask because
Right.
it's an original. That's awesome.
No, of course it's not an original. Of course not.
I don't
Look,
even ask
this
anymore, Tony.
look that good in red ringer too, dude.
Oh my goodness.
That's a
Right.
cool shirt. That's a cool shirt.
That is awesome, man.
That's what you call
Oh
it.
yes, original red ringer, of course.
Yeah, mine's got navy blue ringer, but it's the exact same shirt. Love that shirt, man.
Yeah, yeah, right on.
Nice.
Nice. Who sent that to you?
Myself.
Oh, this is like the Sunset Sound hat.
I do. I wait, and if any Van Halen anything, I wait until the show. Usually.
I love that shirt. I love it, man. That's good. Picked a good one.
All right. So let's have a look at this amended list again. So he's not starting this thing until February 20th in Denver. Okay.
My mama's birthday.
So a lot of these are mixed up. It looks like the where April starts, it looks like Atlanta, Raleigh, Charlotte. It looks like those are still kind of in order. But he has, let me pull that up. Hang on. All right, so
Keith just
see
asked me if
that?
I'm nervous for the LA gig too, as we're talking about tour dates and everything. And Keith, yeah, I am actually. I'm hoping against hope that it stays on, but it's we're talking it's not long, and it's right at the beginning of when they start redoing shows. So to answer your question, Keith, I am nervous. I wouldn't be surprised if that gets bumped.
March 1st, San Diego, Keith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fingers
And
crossed.
that's on a Tuesday. So at the end of this in March and April, it looks like the Rockville he's added. And I don't know if the Maryland Heights was already up there or not. But it looks like the Rockville is new. And then those June and beyond Scorpions and Kiss dates.
We should point out though that this is going on with every touring band right now.
Oh yeah.
Slash
Even
and Miles
little
Kennedy
bands.
had to Slash and Miles had to move some dates and stuff. They were supposed to start next week, and
also noticed that Holly made a comment asking about David Lee Roth if we had heard anything else
right.
about David Lee Roth. I saw that in the chat. That's COVID related as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's affected. We talked about this backstage. It's affected concerts for all of us.
Yeah.
The rescheduled, whatever.
People playing in bands too, not just the famous people, It's crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah, but Joe, my fingers crossed that you get to finish out your tour right now and keep all those dates.
I know. We'll see.
Let's look at them again here, Joe.
But all of us are, you know, if we're not playing in bands, we're all going to see live music. That's who we are. That's our lifeblood. So I think every single one of us has been affected by this somehow.
Right.
Yes, very much so.
So you're at Mags in Seymour on February 5th, Joe.
In Connecticut, yep.
Right on.
Yep. First time playing.
So Joe, how far is that gig from where you are? How far?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
About an hour and a half. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Very cool.
You guys by yourself or anybody else on the card?
No, it's just us. About 3 hours worth of music. Yeah,
Right
you
on.
know.
Oh, that would be a good
You know
time.
that last band that you guys played with, the Priest.
Oh, they're awesome, huh?
With the female lead singer.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's got some
They
parts
had the guitars going like this too, you know. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Bring you back to the days.
That was so cool, bro.
And they're all made up with, like, you know, like they all had leather on, so
Yeah,
it was a good show.
that's great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Joe,
kicked ass too.
You rock
She can
too,
hit the
bro.
screen, dude. She's got the voice for it.
Yeah, she's great.
It's very cool, man.
Yeah.
It's great when people do covers of bands that we know and they actually capture the ambiance of things that we remember. Really cool, man. Really cool.
It's great for us because we're all old and our eyesight's going, so it looks like the band's up there.
Right.
Yeah, that's how it works.
So I guess I can put this in the trash, right?
Oh, dude.
Oh man.
That
We got
sucks.
2 months to the day. 2 months to the day.
Wow.
To April 5th from February 5th.
Oh man.
Yeah. Ouch.
I don't mind the wait. I don't mind the wait, dude. I just mind what day
I
of the
heard you.
damn week it's
Well,
on.
I kind of mind the wait actually at the same time, but also Tom was going to see the first show. Bent Tom here,
I
and
know,
Tommy Boy, and he's got bumped too.
but his is near the end, right before ours. But
Oh, that's awesome, Christopher.
Yeah, February 5th to April 5th, 2 months exactly on us, but the show, the February 20th, there may be more to come between now and February.
I'm amazing how it rings out so clear. Oh, by the way, Neil.
Yeah.
This book you sent me for Christmas. All right. Just a couple of quick points, brother. All right.
Okay, let's get into it.
First of all, you've ruined Keanu Reeves in The Matrix for me forever. Okay, anything he does from now on, dead to me. Okay. Now, at the same time, I want to let you know, bro, I want to party with you, buddy. You are the Matrix, my man. Is this a true story, right?
It's all true.
That's the beauty of this book. That is the beauty of this book. And I'm just going to give you a little shout out, brother. It's a really good book, my man.
It is.
I'm thoroughly entertained.
Nice.
Now, unlike John, I don't keep mine in the bathroom. I keep it right there by the computer. But that's we roll differently. It's all good. But yeah, very cool, Neil. Very cool, brother.
Thank you very much for
there you go.
There he goes.
It made it out of the bathroom.
Well, the funny thing
I
is,
see a little bit of
here's the-
toilet
no,
paper on it.
The irony is because John keeps it in the bathroom, he's farther along in the book than the rest of you guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Spent a lot of time in there.
Exactly.
Look, my man, there's
One more chapter.
really cool stories, and
There are.
One
But
more
the fact that they're real, the fact that we're talking about, that's interesting.
what I've found about the
cool.
book,
Really cool.
what I've found
Really
is how it's laid out. It's okay if you skip around.
Oh, yeah.
You got to.
That's the best. That's one of the
You
best
gotta.
parts of it because you can do that.
But
that's
it's
has no
written
beginning,
like
right?
that. It's written.
Yeah, I put it together that way on purpose because I want to, there are days where simply, you only have time for you just want to read a one-page, like a post or something. So there are some, there are some epic stories in there that are multi-chapters long. And then there are a couple things that are just my random thoughts about weird things that happen and stuff like that. But for anybody,
they include your friends. You bring your friends along in the stories.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant, dude. I want to party with you. We'll get to it someday. One of us will probably be arrested. It'll probably be me, but that's okay. All right.
If it doesn't end in an arrest, then we didn't try hard enough.
We're all good then. Oh, very cool.
Ed, you're right. That's the highest compliment. My legs fall asleep when I'm reading it.
Absolutely, man. Very cool.
Joe, we got to get you a copy of the book too. For anybody out there, man. By the way, quick backstory. So
how do we get the book?
I want the truffles too.
Truffle, you got it, man. You got it. So the book is available. It's available on Amazon. You can actually you can get it as Amazon. You can order the paperback copy of it. I think on iTunes you can get the digital copy. There's all bunch. It used to be in like Barnes and Noble and Borders and stuff, but I don't think those stores exist anymore. So
the way they used to, that's for sure.
Yeah, but the easiest thing to do, you can look it up.
Amazon now.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. Or you can contact me directly. I can get a copy for it. And for like every one of you guys, you cool cats, I wanted to sign something.
Look, I was just going to say, you got to have a signed copy of this. It's got a great personal connection to it. It's really cool.
And I will say that this book was pieced together from my true life adventures in Hollywood over the course of about a decade. And I published this book in 2009. I've already got more stories for the next book than were in that book.
It is as LA as a book could be.
Absolutely. It is.
And you really don't appreciate it unless you're from LA and you're reading it, you're going, oh, I've been there. Oh, I've been there. And
so what's part two going to be called? Omnibus what? What's the word for that's the Latin word for two?
Omnibus do.
There you go.
You, brother.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. I like to journal. Some of the things that have happened to me are so beyond belief that I had to write them down. And like some of the encounters I have, having people like Vince Vaughn throw my friend's phone in the toilet because he's trying to get him to say hi to his mom, just weird, the most random things in the world, breaking out a window in the Troubadour by accident, trying, just the coolest Hollywood stories with all kinds of celebrity encounters. I wanted to put my thoughts down and hopefully it entertains people.
Was it really an accident? I just, you can tell us.
Well, you can tell by the title of the book, it's The Incredibly Strange Adventures, but Somewhat True. In other words, everything about it is true the way I remembered it. Now, if you were to ask the cops, they may say that's not what happened, but that's the way I remember it.
That's awesome, Neil. Very cool, brother. Very cool.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. It's a lot of fun.
Big kick out of it, brother. Getting a big kick out of it.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Neil.
My pleasure, guys. My pleasure.
I was hooked from when your brother wrote the foreword in the book, and you gave me mine for Christmas, and it's the foreword said, if you've received this as a Christmas gift, and that was
Yeah, my brother and I had a really funny pact with it too. My brother's got the same sense of humor I do, and so when he agreed to write the foreword, he was asking me questions about it and wanted me to see it, and he was like, "Are you okay with this?" I'm like, "I don't care. I'm not going to read your foreword." And he was like, "That's fine. I didn't read the
book." Oh, a brother's honesty. Jeez.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Don't make me spit my tea.
Oh, very cool.
All right. So hopefully there are some concert goers who were kind of bummed on having a weekday original date that ended up getting a weekend date instead.
Yeah, that sucked.
So, not me or Charles.
Yeah, it's major difference.
I think you feel sick the next Wednesday.
Uh,
Yeah, it comes with the territory. That's all right, though. That's what we do.
yeah, that's what we do. Well said.
Right.
I wouldn't
All
have
right.
it any other way, man. I really wouldn't.
So yours, Neil, L.A., March 2nd. Where
Yep.
is that at?
The Wiltern. Charles, my
I don't want to
man.
hear about it, Neil. I really don't, man.
If there's one surefire way to make Charles jealous, is to tell him I'm either going to the whiskey, which I already did, or I'm going to the Wiltern.
Oh my goodness, man! You're very funny. That's one of the most. I'm going to go out on a limb. It's the most beautiful theater in Los Angeles, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
San Diego the night before. I'm sure Keith will end up wandering his way there.
Yes, he
Monday
will.
night in New York.
He will. Yes, he will.
What I did notice,
WD 5150 Monday night in New York. That's not a good thing. I hate
Yeah.
Mondays. I hate Tuesdays too.
Now you're gonna hate Tuesdays.
Hey, shout out WD 5150. It's good to see you.
yeah, dude. All right. All right, so
Yeah, Analog Kid knows about the Wiltern too. Yeah, the place is such a. It's a good venue.
Yes.
yeah.
The ambiance is
Sure.
unbelievable.
Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of the concert goers are getting a weekend date and maybe a day in the spring weather at the same time. So good for you, not for me.
Hey,
I'm
we've
going
actually, I've been wishing for the snow, Tony, and I think Sunday is our day.
Dude.
I believe they're calling for. I'm hearing eight
You guys
inches.
are
Really?
getting
You
married?
guys?
Yeah, that's what I heard, man.
No,
And,
man.
it's going to be amended. It's never what they say a couple of days before,
Yeah.
but it's going to be bad, and it's going to shut this place down because we don't take it like you guys do. It's
Oh, I
still
know.
5 to 8 inches. Yeah, I mean, you guys still have school and everything.
You don't
It's
take
like
8 inches like we do?
up
What did he say?
there.
Yeah.
But I guarantee
Nobody
I got a
takes
story
it.
He
for you.
said it, not
you just
me.
dust the ground around here with about an inch or two of snow, and this place will come to a
I just live
screeching
in
halt.
North
Oh, I know.
Carolina.
Hey, Joe,
So-
nobody takes 8 inches like us up here, huh?
No, 8 inches is nothing, right?
Yeah,
But,
so it's going to be
Chuck.
serious, and it's going to put me in
I
overload.
walked into that one, John.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We're
No,
gonna
but I used to
have
live in South Carolina. So I used to work for Bose Corporation, and they moved us down there. They asked like 20 people or whatever to come down there, and we did. And we're the only ones that could drive in the snow. And they had a probably like 3/4 of an inch of snow, and everybody called in. We were the only ones there.
That's
And
right.
listen to on the radio, they had like 200 accidents. I mean, this much snow.
Oh, yeah.
And then they asked you,
Crazy.
They don't want to drive in it. They don't know.
welcome
They don't
to
get
the
it.
South,
They don't get it.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Somebody's
Atlanta.
gonna
I
fall.
love Atlanta. Like you see the videos on 75 there, and there's cars everywhere. It's like a dusting of snow, and they're all crashing into each
Oh
other.
yeah, of course.
It's like, you have brakes, slow down.
Yeah.
Don't step on them.
You're gonna fall and break your coccyx.
There you go.
Well, let me say this
Nice.
to
Nice.
Charles. I am not wishing for snow. It's too cold this week and probably next week too. I've heard about the possibilities of what's supposed to come this weekend, but let's just say it'll be a little rain event, and that'll be it.
I'm willing to let my little wish of snow go just to keep you happy, Tony.
Oh,
That's how I roll, brother.
I know.
Because it's
More than
devastating.
likely
It really
it
is.
is,
It shuts in my business. It's just devastating.
Mine too.
It's devastating. It takes weeks to get it all fixed and everything. It causes a lot of turmoil. But
Ours
they say
isn't
it's
weeks,
coming, and
but
so
it's-
we're ready for
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with a stretch of COVID too.
Yeah.
Right.
I know, right? Let's hope that gets better. Let's hope
Yes.
Yeah.
across the board, you hear good things in one part of the country and not so good things in the next, and it's not so good in mine. But
Mm.
let's just hope that we all get past this. And those of you who are sick now, please get better.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We love you.
Yes.
Yep.
Definitely.
So get better. Yes. Please get better.
Fluids.
Yes,
Vitamin C.
lots. That's right. So before we go, I want to open up something that I've been kind of waiting on for a little bit to have a copy of this.
Steve Rosen's book.
Oh
No,
God!
not
Oh,
yet.
Don't tease us like that. Are you kidding me?
Man,
Joe,
It's a chapter.
yes.
you got my attention quick right there. Jesus.
Seriously,
Wouldn't let me. Hell no. He would.
I almost fell out of my chair and hurt my
No,
coccyx.
I'm just gonna just throw it out there. You know that is the greatest gift we're all getting this year, as far as I'm
Oh
concerned.
yeah.
I mean,
Can't wait.
good Lord, I've been waiting for that book for 10 years.
I just
Yeah.
broke my coccyx.
All 8 inches of it.
All right. Depends where you are.
Okay. Hang on. Right on. All right. So let me show you this. So this is 2 CDs from
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh
Holy
man,
moly!
nice,
that
dude.
is awesome.
Tour.
Wow.
That was my first concert.
Wow!
Oh my God.
Wow!
That's awesome, man. Now, Tony, do you remember what they started off with?
Holy cow.
Romeo?
Yeah, Romeo.
That's right.
That was your first tour too,
That's
Joe?
right.
Me too.
82.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fell in love right after that.
Yeah, that was it,
I
man.
think I was like 14.
That
Same
was
as me, man. How old are you?
life-changing
How old are
music.
I'm
Life-changing
54.
music.
Let's
Same,
see
you're same
that.
as me. Same age as me. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
that's why.
Oh my God. Look
Nice,
at that.
brother.
That was pretty much the same set list I remember from that night too.
Yeah.
Tony, do you know is that a soundboard recording?
Although I don't remember them playing Dance the
I'm
Night Away
sure
so
it's
early. I
not.
thought Running with
I've
the
heard
Devil
this
was like before that.
I don't
on
see
YouTube, but
oh shit.
no, I don't
Full
think
Bug either. It's Full Bug.
Yeah.
Full Bug was in the beginning.
Hey Joe, your band's
It was
mentioned
early
in there.
on, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's at the end here. Full Bug.
Oh, okay.
There you
Yep.
go. Oh wow, what a good show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
That's
saw them
incredible.
later. That was July 16th. I saw them in October.
Nice.
Me too, October 22nd.
I saw October 10th.
I think you saw him when Eddie broke his hand,
Yeah,
right? His wrist.
A couple days
His
after.
coccyx.
He broke his coccyx. That's right.
His coccyx wrist. Now, didn't he get pissed off at Al because he stepped on his guitars or something like that? And he punched a hole in the wall.
He punched the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an incredible concert.
Cool. Way cool.
That was.
That is awesome. I love the ticket stub too. That's really cool. Whoever packaged that.
Yeah.
Now,
mine is
Tony, was that a
exactly
gift?
the same.
Was that a gift or something
No.
you got?
Something that I got my hands on.
I
How's the
got
quality,
you.
Tony? How's
I
the
got
quality?
you, man.
I don't know. I don't know.
yet?
I'll let you know.
Yeah,
That's
let us know.
killer, dude. Very cool. Very cool.
But
That's awesome.
So John's going to write a song for the outro called Coccyx.
Coccyx in parentheses, 8 inches of it.
You're a coccyx.
Uh-oh.
Nobody takes 8 inches like us.
Keith, Eddie couldn't have broke his hand on the 8th. I saw him on the 9th of 82. He broke his hand after that. I know the 19th.
Mine was the 22nd.
Yeah, they were at the 19th. They were at the bar, him and Valerie, up like a couple miles from where I live, and I know that's
why
no
shit.
They canceled the shows in the city. And I tell you guys, the Mamas and the Papas with Mackenzie Phillips was playing there. So Eddie and Valerie were like at a bar up there. Eddie had a good time that night, I heard.
Oh, no shit.
He said he actually was throwing up in the bathroom because everybody's buying drinks for
Oh, shit.
Yeah. This little bar. Yeah, and they were playing in there, and they came up because they canceled the shows in the city because he broke that. So that was the 18th
show right there.
I think they sold out 3 shows or 4. Might have been 4.
And that show, that's the same.
Oh, I love
show.
that.
Very cool.
That's awesome,
cool picture,
man. I'm trying to get those overalls. I don't know how to get them.
Gotta make them.
Yeah.
Cool, dude.
Yeah.
Gotta make
Yes,
them.
sir. Yeah. So it'll be in the car in the AM.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good time.
No, he was like 26. Was he 26 during Dive It Down? Or probably younger than that, right? 25, maybe?
30 and 85, 29, 84, 20, 27.
27?
And Diver Down, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. 82.
They were wild. They were on fire. They were like wild.
I thought that was their height of their
That was my first concert, and that was like, it was on a college campus, the University of Syracuse.
No shit.
At the Carrier Dome, and that place was like 32,000 people. So you can imagine 32,000 18 to 22-year-olds throwing beer bottles off the upper deck. It was just like, I never saw anything
pennies
like
and
that.
quarters.
I was just like,
at Eddie.
Crazy. This is insane, you know?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
The
days.
Who wants to run another round of Van Halen Trivia? Jack Davis.
Go for it.
Why not?
Do it.
Good luck, chat. Round 2.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got a captive audience. They're still with us, so.
Do you see that fistful of cool swag that Tony just kicked out last time? Jeez. Let's do it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I've heard this show. It's on YouTube. But I was at that show right up against the barricade in front of Ed's mic.
Nice.
It's so cool. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. You probably do, but you know, of all the, like, there are better quality bootleg shows that I've been to, but there's something I'll always have an affinity for the show that I went to. You know, getting the copy of a bootleg, even if it's a shitty sound quality, just because I remember every moment. Like I was like, oh, I remember at this point I was sitting here, and at this point I tried to grab the girl's ass in front of me, and at this point, you know, like all this, it's just everything. I'll always remember those moments. Every single song, I'm like, I know what I did then.
Yeah,
especially when we're so young too. It's so in our mind.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to find one. There's no bootlegs of the Carrier Dome in Syracuse from '82. There's barely any press. There's just nothing out there. Like, just I think I found like radio like ads on YouTube and stuff for it, but I have never ever found no photos, because I remember he was wearing the overalls that whole tour, but that night he didn't. He was wearing the candy cane stripe pants, the whole pants, you know, with the candy cane stripe, not just the socks. He was wearing. You remember he had those pants?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For that tour?
And that's that's that night he wore them. I didn't see
Hey, Ed only wore that, but they weren't like the ones in Fair Warning.
Fair Warning, yeah.
But he only did that like that night. I've never seen.
Oh, no shit.
Never saw a photo of them. But the candy cane pants, and that was. I've never seen photos of it, never seen barely any. And it was the night before Dave's birthday. So I remember they had the birthday cake, and of course they smashed him with the birthday cake. And it was just, it was crazy. Great for a first concert, you know.
Oh, I bet it was.
Yeah.
How do you
I
top
know,
that?
right?
You know?
Right.
And they were like,
Yeah,
they were at
I
the
think
top
I would
of
have
their
retired
game.
going to concerts after that. I'd have been like,
Yeah.
okay,
I
I'm good.
know.
Yeah, they were at the top of their game too. It's just like, you know,
Oh yeah.
they were in
Yeah,
the
it is
zone.
Definitely.
nice to listen to shows you were at, and I've got a
Yeah.
few of those. But yeah, I have
Nice.
this one. Got the 81, 84s. What else? The 93. Yeah. But yeah, it's always cool because there's certain things you remember
Yep.
about the show,
Yep.
and then once you hear the
Hmm.
so I can't wait to, and I've shown them on the show before, but I had a camera in my hand and I got some really close-ups. Those
Nice.
close-ups
Oh,
of Ed and Dave are from that. So yeah.
It's like you were on the stage.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got
Well,
to throw that CD in and relive it. And hopefully, it's a good quality sound.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I know. A lot of them aren't, but the 84s, both Greensboro and Charlotte, aren't great. The 81 is really good. Um, but it is
Nice.
what it is though still.
I wonder if they recorded anything off this. If they have like stuff recorded off the soundboard from the earlier tours, even up to 84. It's just like it's crazy. They were the biggest band in the world in 1984. There's virtually no pro shot video really anywhere of
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
There's no
Well,
audio, soundboard audio.
You
It
know,
just
but
drives
You're
me.
right, John. And audio engineers in those days, I remember even in all the clubs and things where I was near a soundboard, those guys would take a cassette and they'd
Right.
throw
Yeah.
it in and they would
Yeah.
record.
Exactly.
Right.
They would all do it. It's like a thing that audio engineers guys do. There's
Sure.
stuff out there. I know
but
there's
there is, but a good point to make is when Steve Rosen walks in, Ed records it. When he's in the bathroom on the phone, he
Yeah.
records it.
Right.
For a
Yep.
guy who records everything that
Yeah.
he ever did,
Yeah.
every thought, everything is in all those tapes, to not record on tour doesn't make
You know he
sense
did
to
it.
me.
Does
Doesn't
It's in
make sense.
it's in 5150 somewhere.
Yeah. They're in the vault. They've got to be.
Oh, we
There
got
you
a
go.
separate
You
place.
in the
for them.
later years, like in the
Because
Sammy
he
years,
recorded
like,
everything.
Yeah.
yeah, there's tons of soundboard and video even from the Sammy tours. It was all pro. It's basically they're editing it on the fly and they're putting it on the big screens. And the at
Yeah.
the concerts in the later years, and that they have soundboard stuff there. But I mean, there's
plus,
got to be stuff out there.
You also, sorry, go ahead, John.
No, I was just gonna say, ever since since Eddie passed away, a lot of stuff has leaked out. Just crazy stuff that we never expected to come out. But
That one in Fresno was crazy.
Yeah, I'm hoping that there's some pro shot.
I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting too, because a lot of times the record labels demand that the tour gets recorded because they always want to go back and possibly release an album. And this is something that they negotiate with the band. But a lot of times the labels, if the band is slow to put something out, they may say, well, let's take the best show from the last tour and release a live album.
Right.
So I'm kind of surprised that somebody didn't record it. I'm sure somebody did.
Well, it just does seem strange that for a band that they recorded everything to go out on tour and not.
That's my biggest regret about Van Halen, about the band, is that there's no, and everybody used to always say, oh, Alex said, oh, Led Zeppelin wouldn't do this, so we're not going to do this. But the thing is, I don't know if you guys have ever heard that. He was always like kind of followed the Led Zeppelin model.
He said that on one or maybe two things.
But the thing is, there's tons of Led Zeppelin pro shot stuff out there. It's still popping up, and there's none of Van Halen. And you know what? On top of that, they Warner Brothers got them off tour. They went right back into the studio 2 weeks later, and within 2 weeks they had an album cut, and it was getting ready to to go back out on tour with the band. And they never overcut for albums. It's like everything they recorded wound up in the albums, which on one hand is like genius, because they're like, who can do that? Nobody can do that nowadays. You know what I mean?
Be that
These
tight,
guys would just crank this stuff out, and it was all brilliant. That's why that's that's one of the most brilliant things about Eddie is that he was able to come up with the music for this that quickly. I mean, it's crazy. But the fact that there was no leftover songs that, you know, that kind of bothers you. Even in the Sammy era, there's only a handful, apparently. Sammy says there's only a couple that he knows of, really, you know. So it's just frustrating because wouldn't you love to just wake up one morning and say, hey, you know, Van Halen's, you know, they found something in the vault, a song, an unfinished
B-sides album.
Yeah, and then just hear something different or new that we've never heard before, you know. But I don't know what will happen. Who knows?
Well,
it's like, did you see the one with Eddie doing Amsterdam, like way before it was recorded?
Yeah.
I think it was 84, 85.
Yeah, I think it was 87 because that was the guitar player from Private Life, that band that he produced the album for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the story with that is like I think they were from Shreveport, Louisiana, and I think one of them knew Valerie because she lived in Shreveport when she was growing up there.
Yeah,
so
like that.
So she wanted she made basically begged Don Landy to record a demo of them. And at the time that was going on, Eddie was producing Sammy's last solo album that he owed.
Oh, yep, we played bass on
in another studio, right, in LA. So while Eddie was in that other studio doing that during the day, Don Landy was in 5150 doing Private Life's demo. And I guess Ed would come home at night and he would listen to stuff and hang out with those guys. And he wound up producing their album, I guess, when it finally came out. But that was the guitar player. That Charvel guitar was the guitar player from Private Life's. There's another video when Alex and he's shaving Ken Dean. He was the second.
Oh, I seen that one. Yeah.
He was the second engineer on like 1984 and 5150.
I thought he was shaving Valerie Bertinelli's brother.
Right, him too. But Ken Dean was the second engineer on 1984, 5150. He was like, that guy could write a book because he was there for a lot of stuff that, you know,
right,
that went on too. But the guys from Private Life were also, you could see them standing around. I saw the bass player. I think he was doing the camera stuff on there too. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's cool videos when you see stuff like that, you know, popping up
you
know, from here and there. But
I was talking about the one from Fresno, like 78. You guys see that one, right? It came out like right after Eddie died. It's like, holy crap.
Yeah, the quality on it, right? The audio editing.
Oh, my God, yeah. The energy you had. It's unbelievable. It's only 21, right?
Yeah. That's amazing.
Like 24 or something.
But, yeah, you can only hope. But I don't know. You know, listen, it could be 10 years before. I'm sure that Alex, you know, I don't know if he'll ever get over that. I really don't think. The more I think about it, we've discussed this before, but I don't think Alex will play again.
I don't think so either.
I think without Eddie, I think he's done. I think that chapter in his life is closed. I
see a lot of people thinking that he's going to join Rush.
Yeah.
You see that? It's like, that's not going to happen.
You guys see Alex Lifeson has a new band, and their song is out today. I heard it. It's actually.
Oh, really?
Is it good?
It's different. It's not Rush. It's totally different than Rush.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find the name of it. If you guys get a chance to look at it, I looked at it earlier.
Actually, seen something about that.
Yeah, the band is called Envy of None, ENVY of None, and the single is called and it's a girl singer.
Yeah,
it's I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of like there's synths and stuff in it. The song's called Liar. It's almost like a little 9 Inch Nailsy kind of. That's a vibe that
somebody said it was like industrial kind of.
Yeah, it's like 9 Inch Nails kind of that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I guess that won't be happening with Alex. But I don't think he's just. I don't think you're ever going to see him play again. No. I just think it's too.
I don't think so either.
I'm not even sure he's in too much of a rush to get in there and go through all those tapes and stuff like that. Who knows? You know?
Yeah.
So
who's the other members of his band?
What's that?
Who's the other members of the band?
Yeah, I don't know if there are any known people. I don't know the girl's name, and I just heard about it this morning, and I looked it up right after I heard the name of the band. It was on Sirius. They mentioned the name of it. That's why I looked it up. But the album's not out yet. I don't think it comes out for another month or something like that. But the song's called Liar, Envy of None. Check it out.
Brendan B. Squared and Analog Kid will be all over that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Alex
they will.
Lifeson. Speaking of Alex, we got some trivia that might involve Alex. All right. All right. So who wants another $1 million?
$1 million.
$1 million.
Million.
Yeah, there you go. That's right, Neil. You got to throw in the pinky.
Yeah.
$1 million.
A million
Nice.
bucks, one inside of the other.
I want $4 million.
All right, Andrew, take care.
Yeah, Andrew, be well, brother.
See
See
you,
you,
Andrew.
Andrew.
Nice to see you.
Enjoy the summer weather while we're
Appreciate
freaking
you
our
guys.
asses
Yeah,
off. here.
right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Check out Andrew, Brad, and Simon, the 5150 show. Their links are down below. Yes,
They go deep.
are.
They go deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a cool show coming up. They're doing ranking the tracks of Fleetwood Mac's Rumors album coming up.
Right.
They do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they do
Yeah.
some cool stuff. They do some really cool things on
Yeah, I
the
love
Bruce
that.
Electric Blues show.
1:30 a.m. start here on the East Coast. That's why you click the bell so you
Right,
can
set
be
the reminder.
notified.
That's why
Yes.
I catch the reruns.
You click the bell just in case it wakes you up if you're already, because a lot of those late, early morning starts, I try to make them, but oh goodness, some I just can't.
Yeah.
Adam Roach says, envy of none. Alex Lifeson, Andy Curran, Alfio Annabellini, and Maya Wynn.
Nobody knows.
Nice.
Thank you, Adam.
Adam, nice to see you tonight, dude.
Yeah, Adam, awesome. Can't wait.
Yes,
to
Adam.
Like a trooper. He's a trooper. He's still with us.
Right.
cranking his album tomorrow.
Yes, please.
I'll listen to it right after we're done.
Yeah.
Hey, gang, I got to bow out before you guys get to the next trivia. I'll let you guys do that without me. It's time to take this dog scratching at the door out. So
Gotcha.
You be well, brother.
As
Neil,
usual,
take care.
Love you guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
you all. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Joe, I'm going to get you a book and some truffles
Cool.
along with everybody else. We're going to get you some swag from the Daily household. And yeah, I appreciate everybody.
Give me a roll of toilet paper and autograph it.
That'll be coming from John's.
I have to be
all right,
careful
guys.
of
Love you guys.
My cock.
See you, Neil.
Later, man.
All right,
Yeah, I got to go scratch my coccyx.
yeah, exactly.
All right, brother.
The word of the
Good night,
day.
everybody.
All right.
Neil Daly.
All right. Okay. All right. So, $1 million on the line. It's not going to take too many guesses on this, but oh, there it is. I got it. All
Let's do
right.
it together, John.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
You do the solo, I'll do the rhythm.
I'll do the slide part. Ready?
Yeah, ready, go.
Nice. There we go.
Yeah, we did it. Okay, sorry, Tony.
No, you're
Hey,
good.
you know
right
what?
on.
It actually, there's really, I thought there'd be some kind of like delay or weird stuff. There really isn't. That's kind of cool.
No, it was in sync. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
Close.
yeah.
Sync.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
A lot of times not in sync, but you guys were, at least in my ears. Everybody in chat, how did it sound coming your way?
It sounded like shit. Who wrote that?
For fuck's sake,
Terrible, no.
guys.
Don't quit your day job.
Yeah, don't quit your
All right, so Alex Van Halen trivia. Biggest dickus. himself. At least that's what he called himself at the hotel. All right. Alex Van Halen, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Kids? All right. Quick draw. Pow, pow. Ready? Here we go. Alex Van Halen's kit on the 88 Monsters of Rock tour had how many bass drums?
Oh,
Bring it.
1 million.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
Dun, 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 dun. Shh, shh, shh. No, no. Resist.
Gotta be real specific, guys.
Resist, resist, resist. Oh, I thought it was gonna be quick.
Well, without giving anything away, I mean, there could be a few different ways to look at it, couldn't there?
I guess there could, but
because
if you looked at it like that,
the normal bass
or
drum
you
was
could look at it like this.
I see some. I see a correct answer up in there. No, let me think about this for a second. Yeah, I see a correct answer. I see one.
Hang on, let me.
I don't know who it is though.
So that. All right, let's see who the first correct answer. The first correct. I see a 4, a 2, a 6, and then I see a 8 from Miss Holly Lewis.
That's what I'm seeing.
Right
Holly got it.
There you go.
Holly.
Holly Lewis rocks. Look at that.
Right. Oh,
Awesome job, Holly.
Yeah, because he's got 4 kick drums, but they're doubled up. So there's a total
that
of
was
8.
it.
Oh, right.
So Mr. Polly Walnuts had 8. Dude, if I'll mail you one out too if you email me your stuff. Email down below.
Very cool, Polly.
Who
That's
else?
a good one, Johnny.
Who else was close?
That's hard.
Yeah. Right. All right.
Yeah, it looks like after Polly and Holly, everyone kind of stopped because we announced a winner and started congratulating them. So that's all I see, Tony.
Hang on a second. Let me. All right, so Polly Walnuts, that's 2 L's, and Miss Holly Lewis. Okay. All right. So, Holly, I've got your info. The Polly Walnuts, email me your stuff. Yeah. We'll move you up as well.
I love the next spot.
Yeah. So yeah, overall on the week so far, John, all this news always comes on Wednesday, dude.
Yep.
What is up with that? Good or bad?
You're right.
I mean, I'm marching into my morning, and I look down and I see this.
That's why I didn't even say anything. I just cut and pasted that. I said, well, I'll let him read it himself.
Right.
Don't show the reply.
That was today, right?
I won't show the reply. Yeah.
Did that happen today?
Yeah.
Wow. I know it was recent.
Yeah, but both sites, both the Mammoth and the Dirty Honey sites, have these new dates up on their stuff. And supposedly this is the order. February 20 Denver is what we're
I see
looking at
Boston
as
on
a
there.
start.
They had Boston on there. It's not there. I
Yeah,
think there was.
March
326,
26th.
Boston.
Yeah.
What is it? I can't see.
326, March 26th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, and that's on a Saturday. So
We're just gonna have to take a trip.
good for those people in Boston.
Hey, we need this COVID mess to get cleared up so we can have a nice fresh calendar for the next several months. You know, we got an invite from Joe, Tony, to get up there and head up north and actually catch a show from Everybody Wants Some. Man, I need a vacation. So
Doesn't Analog Kid live up here too?
July
Yeah.
4th.
Yeah.
Let's just hope things open up and we can make things happen.
Well,
It'd be good for us to get up
Even
there.
if we don't have a show, just come up. We'll just hang on the aquatic punk,
Hey,
drink some beers and
it's
jam.
all good.
You know what
It
I
is
bought
all
last
good.
year? You know what I bought last year? I bought a thing so I could play my guitar on the boat.
Oh, that's-
Generator.
Oh, nice.
I couldn't even use it because it freaking rained every day.
Well, this year. Hopefully this year's better, right?
Yeah, I know. It was crazy last year.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, look at that.
Monstrous, man. Monstrous.
That was the biggest kit that he ever used too.
Really?
Was on the Monsters tour. Yeah.
That's you wait one too.
Yeah.
Those are like that's a mixture of drums. Those other ones right in front of those are North drums. You see those ones that have the weird tubular ends kind of curved up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
those aren't even Ludwig. Those are North makes those ones.
You know, I've never liked those drums, the sound of them or anything. Alex made them sound good, and he's got to be
Simmons?
the only drummer that used those that I really like the sound.
He's got more
Yeah.
toms behind him too.
Yeah. Big ass speaker in the back of them too.
You know,
Yeah.
I know he always triggered his kick drums. I don't know if those mics in front of it they're for looks or what, because they started in like Diver Down. That might have been the first tour that they were actually triggering the kick drums. They weren't even real kick drum sounds. They were actually triggering sounds.
Wow.
That little
Oh, no kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, if you listen back on the Diver Down, you can hear it. It's
when he does that fast stuff, so
right. The kick drums, even even as early as Diver Down, you'll hear that they sound like too thunderous. It's like
they sound like a Hemi and a real God. What am I trying to think of here? God, you car guys. It's got a lub dub sound to it.
Yeah,
like a cam. It's got like a roller cam in it. Yeah.
Right.
Those of you in the chat might know this, but they at the end, if you recall, in those days, the end of Ed's solo, where it gets really fast, and the end of Alex's solo, where it gets really fast, and the end of Mike's solo, where it gets really fast, they used some gadget.
Yeah, what was it?
To trigger.
Yeah, because Eddie was picking so damn fast. There's no way you can pick
thing that they ran it through it right.
Yeah, they had like back then.
Anybody in
the delay
chat
or something,
know
right?
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know back then
that's next level.
If somebody has the answer for that, I'd like to find out. But they use like primitive versions of like drum triggers on the heads of the drums like that, and then they would just use like a primitive sampler or whatever they had to trigger they may have even been like Simmons sounds at that point that they were just triggering the brain of the drums, like primitive thing. But virtually, I think most bands during the 80s and 90s did that because they wanted that thunderous kick drum sound. And
like a rat.
Yeah. So those triggers would give them that huge thunder, they didn't do it with the snare. You could always tell when you're in a concert, it was always the downbeat and you're in an arena, you're feeling the kick drum in your chest. You know what I mean? It was like,
yes, man.
Yeah. But
Yeah, so those are two, and two.
my nephew's a drummer and he loves Alex Van Halen and John Bonham, and he was so obsessed with Alex Van Halen and the snare sound, and he said, I'm going to figure out what he's doing with the snare, because he was with me and we asked Alex that exact question, and he wouldn't give us anything.
Wouldn't tell him? No. It's all tape, isn't it?
We asked him about it. It is tape. He said it's all in the tuning. That's all he would say. It's all in the tuning. Yeah. And we know he was full of crap when we asked him. We're like, no, it's not. It's more than that. So my nephew, he goes to Cleveland to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he walks around the whole place. And then when he's done seeing everything he had to see, he goes to Alex's drum kit. I think might have been the drum kit. Is it from the Fair Warning tour that's in there? It's either Fair Warning or Diver Down. I think it might be Fair Warning, the drum set that's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
White and black stripes.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So he goes in there, climbs up behind the kit, takes his camera out, gets underneath the snare drum, takes pictures of it because it still has. It's gaffer's tape. It's not just like duct tape. It's gaffer tape. I think he took multiple pictures from all over, the bottom of the batter head, the other, exactly what he had going on there. The security guard comes in there, grabs him, escorts him out of the place. He left the happy guy. He's like, I saw everything I wanted to see. And then he escorted me out. I didn't care. I was done anyway. So then he came home and he spent like weeks trying to get that and tune it. And he's got like tapes of it where it's pretty damn close, man. He's got it sounding pretty like he's got the I always tell everybody, if you want to get that, just grab an empty paper towel roll and just start hitting your wrist with it. And it's like Alex's snare drum. I walk around doing that, like an idiot.
Put a microphone on.
So cool. I sit in the bathroom on the toilet, with the paper towel roll.
Reading Neil's book.
That's it. Right, exactly. But but he got it really, really close.
That's awesome.
If I played it on here, you wouldn't be able to hear it. But he's got recordings of it where it's. I have to say, he's almost there. He's almost there with the sound.
That is great.
Yeah.
Your intro has his drumming on it.
Yes, it does.
That's actually Alex's real drum. I sampled that on there, and that song that I did, Surf's Up Eddie. That's Alex's kick and snare from For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. I was able to isolate it. One spot on the album, you're able to isolate it.
What song was it?
It's on In and Out. And
In and Out.
Isolate it. Yeah, I was able to isolate it and sample it, and then I just built it like beat by beat, on there, and then I added in hi-hats and stuff later. But it's just a killer. It sounds so good.
It's a really killer song, John.
Absolutely.
I love that.
His drums just sound on For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. The snare sound.
Oh, sick!
It's so good. Yeah.
Bass too. Bass was out more.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great sounding album. It really was. I wish, that's the other thing too. They need to remaster the whole Sammy era stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's just, you put that on, you put a current album on, you put Wolfgang's album on, and it just punches you that it's mastered. I mean, a lot of people, purists, will say, oh, they just overdo it now. It's just too loud, the mastering and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it's well done. It's very well done.
Yeah, it's just got a great punch to it. In a car, you put that on there. But if you go from like Wolfgang's album and then you go right to For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, it just sounds so weak in comparison. It's just like they really need to go back in and remaster that album and just punch that up, that volume. It just doesn't have that loud, But, it's funny because if you go on the greatest hits, the best of both worlds, the one with the stripes on it, that looks like the Frankenstein stripes on it, that greatest hits, and you listen to Sammy era songs on there, those songs are remastered, like Run Around and whatever, Top of the World or whatever's on it. I don't remember. Those are remastered on there. But if you compare them to the original album, For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, it just sounds so weak compared to that, because back then that's how the albums were released. They mastered everything a little flatter back then. It just, now it's
like for OU 812, that was very low too.
Yeah, it was
in
that
the mix.
the mixing was a problem on that album and the mastering on that album, you know.
Yeah.
So they never seem to go back and remix albums. They go back and remaster, but they don't seem to remix them, because that one, if they went back, they'd have to remix it and bring some more bass into it. We all know that, obviously.
So Paulie was supposed to come to my show this past Friday, but he couldn't because he got COVID.
Oh, jeez.
Hope you're okay, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Holly, that's a good question. The guy from Warner Brothers, that's about the guy you're talking about on the Sunset Sound guy that they had in there. I don't know. I wish they would let him remaster the stuff. I really believe that Eddie wouldn't let them remaster Eddie and Alex, because Eddie was so bitter and angry at Sammy at the time that I really think he was just like, no, I'm not going to do
Fuck
it.
You.
We're not doing it. Too bad. Oh, well, but I think, I think the time has come for that. And that's something that's easily done. And, they just have to really approve that. You know what I mean? It's not like that would be done at 5150. That would be done somewhere else at a mastering studio. So, yeah, Keyhue, that's the guy's name, Brian Keyhue or something like that.
Keyhue, yeah.
Yeah, Holly's got it. But that might be the first thing we see is something like that, because that's simple. A remaster, re-release, a box set of remastered, of everything.
So stop right there. So let's say that happens. Which album do you think needs it the most?
I'll be honest with you. I think the first 3 Sammy era albums. Well, the first 3. I mean,
I knew that's what you were gonna say. I was just about
if you were gonna say one.
Yeah.
One that really needs it.
I just think OU812 is completely kind of lacking in a lot of areas, and
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it had to do because they were limited. They were using acoustic drums, all acoustic kit for the first time in 5150, and that was before they expanded it. So it was in a 17 by 35 room. That was the main room, the size of it, and trying to get a great drum sound in there was tough. And I mean, and listen, Don Landy is like, guys, you don't get better than that guy. He knew what he was doing, and he was kind of limited with if I'm correct in my recollection, I think they put Eddie's guitar in like a closet to record it, to like isolate it. It was in a actual closet, and they shut the 1/412 cabinet mic'd up in there, and they shut the closet. I think Mike plugged in direct on a lot of things too. I
was thinking of that too, Holly.
Right into the board. A lot of these guys, I always talk about the Police and stuff like that, but I was listening to a show with the producer of Synchronicity, and he said that when he recorded them, he said Sting never had an amplifier ever. He goes, he always was in their control room, kind of like Eddie did. He goes, because he wanted to hear through the monitors like Eddie did. He wanted to hear the band coming through the monitors, and he goes, and the bass was always recorded direct. And I know on some things, I think a lot of things Michael Anthony recorded probably direct. I know Finish What You Started and stuff like that he did, but I'm sure there was other things too that he recorded direct, or he did both. They'd mic up an SVT, an Ampeg SVT, and then he'd also record direct. They'd split the signal, so they'd have two and mix them together.
I think though, in hindsight, just the production of OU812 going into Carnal, why I think they tried to improve things is why you hear Mike's bass a little more.
Yeah, I think that's
Carnal.
I think it's actually Andy Johns, because he kind of engineered and produced it. I don't know, for some reason, I don't think Don purposely, Landy, kept Mike's bass lower when he mixed things, but he also did a lot of other types of rock music, not hard rock stuff too. He did so I don't know why, but it was just maybe the style that they,
that's what I'm thinking. Those songs were conducive to more bass standing out in your ear.
Yeah, of course you're going to feature Eddie more. Obviously, he's going to be loud. But I always point at the last album. It's like a different kind of truth. It was just like, you could tell that the producer there, John Shanks and Ross Hogarth, they knew that, okay, it's like, you know, Mick and Keith, you know, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page. It's Mick and, you know, whatever, Eddie and Dave. It's like they were in the forefront on that album in the mix. Dave's voice is right up there in the forefront, and Eddie's guitar is in your face. And then, believe it or not, Wolfgang's. I think Alex is the one who kind of suffers on the final Van Halen album. I like to hear that kick drum like kind of punching me through the. If you listen to that album, the kick drum isn't. You know, you're not feeling it on the. You know, I don't know. I just think something had to give because Eddie's guitar, Dave was so up front, and even Wolfgang's bass was a little louder. That I think the drums kind of sit back a little more in the mix. I prefer drums a little bit louder, you know, especially I want to hear kick drums. I want to feel it. If you listen to Hot for Teacher and then you listen to the last album, if you guys are in the car and you put it on, you'll listen for the kick drum. It's kind of lost a little bit in there, but you know, so obviously they're catering to, you know, Dave and Eddie because that's what, you know, it's the reunion album on that album, you know, that they want, you know, to showcase that.
So after last week's, we talked about Roth. I had a copy of the final show at the Hollywood Bowl that I've been listening to all week, and I
was listening to that too, Tony.
Ed Wolf and Al are tight. I mean tight, but man, I on that CD, I can't even listen to Dance the Night Away. I mean, it's
terrible.
Dude.
I know.
Terrible.
Yeah, but so it's why I'm glad that this finally arrived. You know, yeah. So
well, we know that there's, you know, any way you look at it, they should never ever have to run out of money, Alex, or, you know, any of those guys, because there's so much they could do. You know what I mean? I did hear a rumor that they're, you know, going to do like this huge big box set of everything remastered and anything like that. But there's tons of rumors about all kinds of stuff like that. But that would be the logical next thing that we see of anything from Van Halen is remastered Sammy era ones or you know, or a box set of all of them, you know, with the remastered stuff. That would make the most sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to do. They don't have to be too much involved with it other than signing off on it, you know, listening and signing off on it, you know. But so I think that's, if we see anything, that might be one of the first things we see.
Well, you know, I mean, I look at it kind of like all that stuff is in that studio of all types, tapes, instruments.
Yeah.
But
I just want to sneak in there.
I don't know if they have the masters in there. They Warner Brothers might have the masters for each of those albums for all we know in their vaults, you know.
The whole thing about that place is it I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon because that place is still being used.
Yeah.
Right.
Wolfgang uses Mammoth WVH. That's ground zero right there. So he could use any of those damn tapes up there that he, I guess, damn well wanted to.
Yeah, I just don't think he has any interest in doing that. I think he's just doing his own thing. You know?
It's definitely his own thing.
My point is it's not some old place that somebody what's inside. It's still a place that Wolfgang works in every day of his life while he's not on tour.
Yeah, well, that's why I think the easiest thing would be is remasters, because like I said, Warner Brothers probably has the masters that they can in their vault that they can just, it wouldn't be at 5150. They're not going to master there anyway. None of their albums are mastered there. They mix them there maybe, but they're not going to master them there. They're going to send them out to a, you know, master disc or one of these places to have it done. So they don't need to even do anything. They probably have, you know, either they probably have, you know, when they mix the album, they probably mix it down. I don't know if they mix it down from 2-inch tape on I don't know what they mix it onto, you know, what size tape. Somebody might know in the chat, but they'll probably just take that back and remaster off that. So they wouldn't even have to do anything at 5150 for probably any of the albums that were released. The only thing 5150 is for if they want to go through Eddie's stuff, and we know that that's not going to happen anytime soon. But I do feel like they're gonna, if anything we see, it would be just remasters of the Sammy era or a box set of everything, something like that. That's the easiest thing to do, and it's the most least thing that Alex has to get involved in or anybody has to get involved in,
So I'm really liking where their sound went. I mean, I can see remastering the first two.
What do you mean, Van Halen 1 or the first two Sammy albums?
Yeah, the first two Sammy, especially the second.
Yeah,
but
they need to they actually need to, they need to remaster all the Sammy albums. They never were remastered, and they don't, like I said, later when you get a chance, play a song from Wolfgang's album and then go back to like For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, and it just drops off so much the volume. It doesn't have that punch and power, and it can if they remaster it. It could be right in your face again. Or go to the greatest hits, the best of both worlds, greatest hits, and listen to Right Now on there, and then listen to Right Now in For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, and listen to the difference in the levels, and it's just listen to that, you'll be shocked. It'd be like, wow, this is like, you got to really crank it up on the original album. So that it just needs to be done. OU812 is just a completely different story, because that really needs to be remixed, because remastering is not going to help the whole bass issue, really. It's just not there in the mix. It's there. It's subsonically, you can hear it. It's there, but you really can't hit. It's there, but it doesn't. You don't feel it at all, really. So I don't know. That's just me rambling, folks. I'm sorry.
It's okay, man.
No, man.
Brother.
It's true. But maybe one day they will, though.
But I don't know if they'll remix, because I don't I don't think they want to change the integrity of what it was. This is it, guys. This is what we made at the time. This is how it sounded. Take it or leave it. That's it. We don't want to. It's like George Lucas going back and changing the stuff in Star Wars. You know what I mean? It's just like people are against that. It's like, leave it alone. This is what it was. But remastering is different, and I would bet that's if anything we see in the next 4 or 5 years from Van Halen, it'll be remasters of the Sammy era albums, and or a box set with all remastered albums of the whole catalog, stuff like that. A big box set of like $200 for $300 for the whole everything, the whole that's what I would think would happen, because that's the easiest thing to do. They can all make money off of it, and it's the least amount of work that they have to put into it. And like I said, if Alex doesn't, Alex is probably still obviously upset that his brother's gone, and you want to have anything really to do with music right now, but he doesn't have to with that, So
right.
But that's that's it.
There you go.
But they're it's there. Like I said, they should never have to worry about money, these guys, because there's enough stuff going on there. And I'm sure EVH gear, there's rumor there's rumor that they were working on a 5150 replica. I don't know if it's going to be a $25,000 one or like they did with the Frankenstein. And the rumor is that Gibson was involved, because Gibson had to license the headstock to the hockey stick headstock, because they own that. So I heard Gibson, this is all rumors and stuff. Gibson was involved in it. And I don't know if we'll see anything at NAMM this year, but I think that it's been done, or it's, in the process or something like that, that they're going to.
I want them to remake the Star.
Yeah. I think that's
all gone. I can't find them anywhere.
No, they're hard to find. And, for a while you could get them all over the place, because it's just.
It's like when he died.
And then when he passed away, it seems like they're gone. Nobody, you don't find them anywhere. Because I would like to have gotten one of those too. You're right, but
I can see that happening, John. If they do any striped anything, that's the next logical one, I think. So.
Yeah. So,
but I thought they already did the 5150.
They just did the that stripe
Quick
version,
one, right?
which is nothing like the real guitar. But the
Right.
remember the $25,000 relic of the Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Well, that's what the rumor is, that they did the 5150
like
the relic. But the problem was, Gibson owns the rights. Gibson owns Kramer, but Gibson, aside from even if Gibson didn't own Kramer, they would probably file the suit against them, like they did with what's the guitar, Hamer. I think they went after
Hammer.
They I think Gibson went after them. Or Gibson went after a few people because of that headstock, that hockey stick headstock, because they own it, the one that's on the Destroyer or Explorer. Explorer. So that's why.
Right.
But I had heard Gibson was involved in the 5150 thing, and I guess
awesome.
they'd probably get a cut out of it if they sell these things, $25,000. Who knows if it's true or not, but it kind of would make sense.
Yeah, it does. It makes sense.
Because that, everybody loves the Frankenstein, but to me, the 5150 is that's my favorite Eddie guitar.
It's very popular amongst Van Halen fans.
Yeah.
That particular guitar.
I think that's to me that's my favorite Eddie guitar, and a lot of people say the same thing.
Exactly.
That's lighter. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's the guitar. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I also heard that I read somewhere that it's actually swamp ash that they're using for this one, and so because a lot of people argue the basswood, swamp ash.
When did you hear that? How long ago did you hear that?
I was reading all this in the last couple of weeks online, so we'll see if it's true. NAMM has been postponed until I think June, so it's usually like next week or in Anaheim, but because of COVID they pushed it off. So I don't know if we'll see anything this year, but like a 5150 tribute kind of like they did with the Frankenstein. But it would be awesome if that's true, but so
maybe they will, maybe
yeah
maybe they will. We'll see, but until June.
I got an interesting story about the headstock on the thing. I'm not at liberty to tell it on here, but it's actually pretty cool. It's a crazy story about it.
Killer.
The Gibson thing. Yeah, I'll tell you guys someday.
Excellent.
Yeah. But because like Kurt says on here, the only thing on a guitar that you can really trademark is the headstock. So that's why on the 5150, the Stripe series, that's why it has that kind of Hamer looking headstock, because they had to kind of make it not look like the Explorer.
Interesting. If they were to bring the Star back and do a production of it, wouldn't they have to give a little kickback to Dan Electro because it's got a Dan Electro neck?
Yeah, you know what? You would think.
Put a 5150 neck on it.
Yeah, right.
Well, it would look good with that, but it wouldn't be
authentic. Yeah,
authentic.
Right.
Yeah.
But it would sure be badass, no doubt about it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
Well, I have the EVH Shark. I actually gave it to one of my friends. He's going to put a Floyd in it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I can't wait to get that.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool, dude.
That would be cool.
Because that thing sounds crazy good.
But that's another one where if you see it, look at the headstock on that. It's not the same. They had to do that,
Yeah.
Change it.
They had to change it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gibson owns that,
Before we go, I'm going to get a little more tea. I'll be right back. Carry on.
But we'll see. I think that's going to happen at some point. I think, it would be kind of stupid if it didn't happen because, if Gibson can make money off of it and if Fender, why wouldn't they do something together? And Gibson just license them the use of that. If they're going to sell them for $10,000 or $20,000, I mean, that's the problem. If they sold something that was
too much money,
even if they sold it for $5,000, I mean, they would sell a ton of those because a lot of us would be like, oh my God, I'm getting that. I have to have one of those. But
demand would be high.
But the problem is they'll make 300 of them and sell them for $25,000, and that's it. But anyway, you look at it, they could make money off that. In this day and age where I don't know what guitar sales are, if they're good or bad. I read some places they say things are good, as far as during the pandemic, a lot of guitars are sold, but that would be kind of, I think for both of them, it would be very profitable if they work together and just, Gibson licensed that and let them make the replica of it. That would be awesome. Because that guitar, like I said, the Frankenstein was great and everybody loved the Frankenstein, but I just think that more people really love the 5150. That's my personal opinion. I love all of it, but I love the 5150, and I'm sure you do too, Joe. That's like probably your favorite. And Chuck, you probably the same thing, right?
That's the next guitar Neil's building for me as a 5150.
It's just that's my freaking favorite guitar. Yeah, so
I have the Frankenstein. That thing weighs as much as my car.
Yeah.
That thing's so freaking heavy.
I like the weight. I like a heavy guitar, guys. I really do. There's something about the tone. There is a tone difference. I noticed it. I do.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
If you're on stage for like 3 hours.
When a guitar is too light, I mean, there's
a little thin. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But there's just something, you got to have a little something there with a guitar.
Yeah.
It makes a difference. Gotta look who I'm talking to. You guys know.
I think I'll be honest. I think I like them a little bit lighter, but
really,
a lot of people say that this Frankie replica that they're very light. This one is not. This one is not. This one's like weighty. That's the same as mine. I heard so many people say, mine's like
heavy.
6.5 pounds or something like that. This thing is like 8 pounds. This one.
Mine's all of 8 pounds. All of 8 pounds.
Yep. This one is too. So they're not all like.
And I like it. I don't want it to be too light.
Yeah. Really. I don't mind it on this one, but the 5150 I have, that's real light. It's really light. It's like
I'm looking forward.
Max headroom.
Look at the new light, dude.
That's awesome.
Nice.
You got that ambiance, Tony.
All right, kids. We're gonna scoot out of here. Joe,
hey, we got Mikey Mojo in the chat. Give him a shout out.
Yeah,
hey, Mikey. You, bro.
Thanks, Joe. It was good to see you again.
Man,
you rock, Joe.
Good to see all you guys.
Brother. Love you, man.
We'll certainly be keeping an eye on
all
you
y'all
and your schedule.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take one more peek at that.
Analog Kid, false. Frankenstrat is where it's at. You're wrong, kid. 5150. All day, all night.
Oh.
All right, so
that's an argument, John, that just goes round in circles, man. Just
Kurt,
round in circles.
And the Bumblebee's awesome too.
Yeah, I'm with Kurt. See? Kurt knows. Go on Instagram and look Kurt 5150. 51 pictures all day long. 5150 the guitar. It's great.
Yeah. Of course. But no, I mean, yeah.
There's a picture
hold
of
that up again, John.
What's that? This?
Yeah. A little closer. A little closer.
A little closer.
My eye.
All right. Right there. All right. Enough said. All right.
Love it.
All right.
There was a picture yesterday of the 5150 that I'd never seen before that Kurt had up there. I don't know if you guys, it was one of those Japanese magazines. It's actually a different picture. Maybe it was that young guitar or something like that, but I'd never seen that particular picture of it.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Very cool. Congratulations to the winners tonight. You guys rock.
Yeah.
Trivia.
So Polly and Holly.
Miss Holly.
Nice.
Holly and Holly sitting in the tree.
Polly and Holly.
Nice. Very nice.
Right. All right. Polly and Holly. Holly and Holly. All right, John. Let's hop on and ride on out of town. What do you think? All right, kids. Joe, John, any last words there, Charles?
Guys, just don't forget, man. Doesn't matter if you go north, south, east, or west. You're in Halenville. Every single road straight to Van Halen. Be well. Have a wonderful week. Do something nice for somebody this week. Why not? And rock on. Be well.